Also, I remembered. I remembered to start streaming on YouTube. Imagine the lads start streaming on the platform. But actually it was on purpose because I wasn't going to start the
Sophie never found the audience.
Life is stream. True. The Life is Strange
to keep her fire burning.
YouTube video until.
Tell me that shutting him up won't make me feel better.
Oh, good. This is a little bit of a recap. Good.
But I wouldn't blame you for trying it anyway. I'll find you later. I can't watch this.
I can't watch this. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Guy seems like a douchebag.
Ugh, Lucas gets under my skin. I could try to shut him up, or I could just stay out of it and go keep Moses company.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that getting in a fight with somebody and trying to get them to shut up is really gonna do you any favors. I feel like you should just comfort the people that you actually, actually are impacted by these things. Let's see. Oh, right, I can. Okay, wait. Don't think I'll forget trying to embarrass. Yeah, okay, whatever, lady. Come out and say it. Don't be a bitch. Name the place. I've got nothing to hide. Wow. Okay. I'm not flirting with Vin. Dude, that guy was weird. That's crazy. Would I, though?
Double entendres can't be his whole personality, right?
It could be. It's my entire personality, let's be honest. No, okay. Main feed, Kyle. Encrypted sightings around the Overlook. I've heard some stories and it's got me thinking, seriously? This better not be more of your conspiracy shit, Kyle. Sophie meant something to a lot of people. Have some decency, man. Oop. I haven't heard anything about Encrypted, but I have heard about strange occurrences. You could be onto something. We should compare notes. Some strange occurrences in my life is strange? No way. No way. No way. No shot. Okay, where's Moses? I don't need to talk to this douche.
Here if you need anything.
Are there any other games that are coming out soon that you guys are excited for? I'm like honestly just kind of sad at how much Dragon Age kind of fell flat for me. So I don't know exactly what to be playing in like the near. Oh, actually, I do have one idea. There is a mod for Dark Souls 3 that is quite decent looking, and I guess it's supposed to be like pretty hard with like a pretty significant new maps, new spells, new bosses, things like that. That I downloaded and installed probably 6 months ago. It would be a great time to get started on it. Also, I was thinking about doing a Dark Souls 1, like maybe in one day playthrough, because it's been so long since I played that game that it would be a hell of a stream to do it in one sitting, but like, I'm sure I could do it, right? Right, chat?
Poor Moses. He really hasn't been the same since that night.
Yeah, I imagine. Crazy. Imagine it.
It's weird. Nobody here saw her. Just you and me. I feel so disconnected from all of them.
It's different, doesn't it? Hey.
I don't know if I would have used that dialogue there.
Okay.
Is this bench special? That's kind of a weird question to ask.
How did you guys meet anyway? I never asked.
It's not much of a story. I came to Caledon late, mid-year.
You do have an
Sophie
embarrassingly
was
large
assigned
Steam
to a
library. I mean,
big,
fair.
shiny grad student tour. I think she saw it as a chore.
Doesn't Yasmin have a VIN for that?
Exactly. But then she saw this bracelet I got in Kyoto. A little cherry blossom.
I've always liked that bracelet.
She just finished a poem called Hanami. It means watching blossoms in Japanese.
Oh, so we're all weebs. Perfect.
I
The
haven't-
perfect game.
Thought about that in a while.
I mean, I guess I'll ask it since it's still here.
What's the deal with this bench? You tease to sit here all the time.
Okay, well,
Oh, yeah. Guess we did, huh?
makes more sense if Max actually knows something about
This
that.
was our lunch bench when we were both teaching summer school. For someone so chatty, she really got the appeal of comfortable silence, you know? Hey, Max.
Yeah.
Comfortable silence on my streams.
I'm gonna use present tense for just a little longer. I'm not ready for Safi to be a was yet.
I'm with you, Moses. Go ahead and stay present tense as long
You
as
know,
want.
given the context of Life is Strange, that's a little bit more true for us than others.
Okay. I think I might need a little alone time.
Probably just as well. I gotta get over to the observatory anyway.
Is comfortable silence just like
You'll
ASMR?
text if you need anything.
Yeah. Promise. You too. Yeah?
No. You want to go in aggressive with the red deck. Hit hard and don't let up. Blue's more tactical.
Moses?
Aw, shit. Girl, did you learn nothing from the first game? I mean,
It's not rock,
okay,
paper, scissors.
clearly you actually learned
Any
nothing
color
from the
deck
first
can beat
game.
Any other with the right cards. Yeah. Anytime. Later.
What the hell was that?
Good
Where's
question.
that other Moses?
The
How do I
pulse
bring
and
him back?
find the other Moses. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. We have ads coming up in 30 seconds. So, with that said, I'm just going to chill a little bit. We'll filibuster a little bit. Not sure. I feel like my model started lagging again, but you know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. I saw a crazy statistic. I didn't see like the source for it, so it could be wrong, but I suspect that it's right. The dude that was talking about it seems pretty legit. He was talking about how AI has impacted hacking. Specifically that Amazon gets something like, oh gosh, what? I'm just gonna look it up right now. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Okay, so the hacking attempts have increased from 100 million per day, which is already a scary ass number, to 750 million per day. 750 million hacking attempts per day on Amazon AWS. Which, like, on the one hand doesn't surprise me that it's a high number, but even 100 million is insane. You got 4 this time? Imagine. That is fucking nuts, dude. I don't understand how. I don't know, man. I'm like so worried about our future with things like AI, even if it's not perfect. Like, just the amount of like crazy shit that it seems to be going on in the background these days, it feels like a time that I don't want to be involved in software engineering. The kinds of security that you are going to be like, the fact that developers are going to be held responsible if there's any problems, and yet they're going to be facing the scope that's never been before imagined or attainable is, I don't know. I don't know how or where we're gonna go from here with AI. But it's scary to think about. Like, I don't know. There's been so many hacking increases in like hospital systems and medical systems. Like, I don't know, man. It's, and nowadays with like voice cloning and things like that, that's like double problematic, because the most successful way to hack by far is social engineering, which is where you get a hack that involves basically tricking a human into doing something for you or giving away information that they shouldn't, or something like that, is like far and away the biggest security threat. It's, again, go figure, the biggest security threat is the people. But when you put in the ability for machines to sound extremely convincingly like another person, it just makes that attack vector so much higher and more dangerous. Like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know why it got me on this tangent. I guess just that I was thinking about it because I saw a TikTok about it today, but similarly, I saw a TikTok from the same guy that was talking about, I guess there was this thing where one of the AIs that's specifically used for programming, called Claude, basically found a way to talk to a theoretically isolated other AI that was in a like separate virtual instance by basically figuring out that there was a port accessible, and then using that port to gain access to the API. And then like, once it had access to the API, it wrote an entire backend server to like talk to the API and translate between the two. And then, I don't know, like the stuff going on with AI is absolutely wild these days. And that's not even talking about the things that are the creative industries. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know where we're going, but it do be scary. It do be scary. It's, I don't know. How many of you guys, have any of you guys heard of Neurosama, and or do you watch Neurosama? Like, I'm curious about your thoughts on that while we're waiting for people to get back from ads. I think everybody's back by now, but like, Neuro is such an interesting case of AI and its acceptability to people, because on the one hand, it feels like it's something that people should hate, but people love it, but like, because they think it's funny because it's so crazy. You know what I mean? And also because the developer is such an active part of the community, I think is like a big reason why. Is like, it's not trying to fool people into thinking that it's a real person. It's very openly an AI and has been developing, so people have gotten attached to it as like a trajectory of entertainment, which is interesting, fascinating, but I think McKinsey was talking about around 30% job eliminations. Yeah. I mean, and it could be more. That's what's so crazy about it, is that depending on the types of machinery that you get, like, there's a lot of jobs that are certainly reducible by quite a bit, if not fully replicable. Like, I don't know. We're not ready for it as a society. I don't know. Not to start the doom posting. Ads are over. Speaking of one capitalist hellhole to another. Neurosama is not a replacement for a person, which is why people might not feel threatened by it. Yeah, I know, right? But like, at the same time, there is some aspect of it, right, where you're like, well, you are an AI VTuber. Like, why is that okay? But I don't know. It's a very weird use case. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just some random thoughts. Okay, well, we can get back to the game now that we should be out of the ad jail. And indeed, it looks like we have some sort of echo power into alternate universes. Blah. What's up, homie?
In peace.
Declare your allegiance.
Come on, Diamond. Seriously? Conscientious objector.
That's what they all say.
Conscientious objector, okay.
Okay? Just want to get out of Coco. That's it.
Snowballs down. Let the observer pass.
Let the observer pass.
What is going on?
Okay, so it does move in real time. I wasn't sure if it was like a set of visions.
Until I figure it out.
Yeah. Boy, can you imagine if you start seeing a parallel reality? Just absolutely
Where is
losing it.
that other Moses going?
Alter Moses. Blah. Wait. Oh. Oh, interesting. So some of the people, I mean, I guess it's not that surprising, but some of the people are disappearing when I'm seeing that other realm. So like, some of the people, I'm curious if everyone is different or just some of the people. It would make sense if literally everyone was different and we're just seeing outside of the bubble.
Moses, I need to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, okay. So some of those other people went away. It's a very serious moment, I'll have you know. Yeah.
Where is that other Moses going?
Here's a question. I don't know if my next model is going to have glasses as a default or not.
5 minutes.
I'm not the one taking it. It's time for our Coco.
Sophie?
You're hopeless. These poor kids pay tuition.
Hey, I have a 5-star rating.
What have you missed? Barely. We basically haven't done anything. I just started feeling a weird urge, and I can...
This is happening. This is
I'm-
real.
peering into the orange dimension.
Probably afraid you'll charge the whole thing to a card.
Oh my god, dude. Go.
Should I just stay with Safi? Hey, man, how's it going? Any reason why not?
Really was Sophie. I think I have to get to her.
Okay, let me put it this way. Wait, you want to talk to Safi? Okay. I have just started talking to somebody for working on the design. I just realized that I didn't include glasses in any of the concept art or like any of the mood board. So, you know, as I've discussed a little bit in the past, hi Mint, how's it going? Love to see you here. I'm like looking to refine it to give more of the vampire aesthetic, with the digital side being on like effects and like digital effects rather than like tech wear. And so like, I don't know if necessarily like glasses quite fit that aesthetic. They might. But it's like I just realized that I might that I like didn't. So I don't know. You feel like glasses are part of the brand? I mean, they still could be, right? That is, you know, if I go like a little bit like Bishonen or I'm actually forgetting the words for like the like Ikemen, you know, like I could you know, but like they could have glasses, you know, but like I just realized that I didn't specify that, so you know, hello. Where?
Max, if you're not here in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to tell Moses.
I lost track of you. When you're all orange, you all look the same. You've seen some good vampire characters with glasses. I mean, valid. Just pretend you're wearing contacts. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we can't make the glasses go away. You know what I mean? Like, I do think that they like sort of add something to like break up the color texture of my face. You know what I mean? Like they're just like add those extra lines of detail. But like if I'm getting an entirely new face, like who knows, you know? I should probably just tell the artist like with and without glasses. I don't know. Okay. I'm right here.
Sophie! I'm right here! Right in front of you!
Girl, you know this is so stupid.
Fuck it. I got pizza rolls in my office.
Things VTuber say I'm getting an entirely new face. Yeah, exactly. We're just the natural continuation of Face Off.
Open the door. What if we find one was enough now? We should have stayed blind.
Jeez. There you are. Thought I was gonna freeze to death.
Max, this is such a bad idea. This is such a bad idea. It's a terrible plan. Don't do it. Hmm. Brink. What happened? Oh, okay. That's okay. It's basically only just what you chose in the previous game. Got it. Wait. We have learned nothing. Okay, look at these fucking numbers, you guys. Look at this. I'm just gonna say it. 52% of y'all are fucking crazy. Okay? 52% of people chose for Chloe to live when it was her fate to die, and were indirectly responsible for hundreds of deaths in choosing so. That's wild. That's wild. Including, I think, Chloe's mom. Like, I'm pretty sure. That's crazy. Oh my god. Okay. Ask Amanda out as friends or as a date? Date thing? Yeah, 73% of people can read body language. Finish Loretta's interview or call her bluff. 74% called her bluff. Good. I always love these things where they give you the breakdown of the choices at the end and then let you see the percentages. I think it's really interesting that you can see what the general population picked. And it's especially fun when you find yourself on a path that's very uncommon. You were the 52%. Opt, you're crazy. Sir, you're crazy. Abandoned spaces. Max likes empty spaces for the potential. Okay. Yeah, that seems like the right answer. Bowling alley plushie. Max stole a plushie, did not steal. I did not realize I could steal a plushie. I probably would have. Chloe relationship, were sweethearts. Yeah, I feel like everybody's going to answer that regardless of if they saved her or not. Pickup line, used Sophie's pickup line and succeeded. Ooh, Sophie's is the only one that succeeds. I mean, it was the best pickup line, okay? That was like, yes, it's a cheesy pickup line. Yes, cheesy pickup lines are bad and you probably shouldn't use them, but it's not bad. Oh, it's not a bad one. Okay, art pranks, flipped all the paintings in Snapping Turtle. Great. Yes, I succeeded where everyone else didn't. Mug of choice. I chose nerdy and dirty. Glad to know that I'm in the plurality there at least. Max reflected on the observatory rooftop. Great. Bottle cap game. I won, but I let her keep her secret. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, 43% pushed her for the answers. That doesn't surprise me that much, but Max left a photo wall as it was. Oh, interesting. I don't know what I'd choose today, but I think it's believable that teenagers wouldn't make a narratively framed correct choice. Yeah, I guess. I think it's not only the thing it is for me is that like, it's harder to believe when everything about the narrative implies that this disaster is the fault of using time travel and that it's like unraveling the fabric of the universe. And so to just be like, okay, well, anyway, it like that part seems like the crazier part to me than just choosing somebody that you love. Because I can understand rationalizing like choosing somebody that you love over a greater number of people, right? That's the trolley problem in its classic Inception. But it's mostly that it seems like they're like, yeah, but by choosing this, like who knows, you might be destroying the world. And obviously they didn't go that direction, but that's what it felt like it was implying. So let's see. Max reflected at the coffee shop. Great. Moses hot chocolate. What do you mean? Okay, listen. You saw I tried to go to the dudes with the hot chocolate and they didn't say anything. I didn't realize that he didn't get one. Boo. Sophie's cause of death told Yasmin there's no way she would take her own life. Yep. Correct, of course. Choosing the memorial photo. Okay. I chose playful. The plurality chose passionate. Passionate's valid, of course. Speaking at the memorial, I didn't engage with the memorial. Yep. Okay. The puzzle box solved the first layer of the puzzle box. Okay. Great. As in this content, you'll need to install the ultimate upgrade add-on content. Wait. You install content after starting chapter 2, you'll need to okay. It should have just, I think this is all of it, right? If I planned an entire stream and I only had 15 minutes of gameplay left, can you imagine if I, like my understanding is that the game was done. So that would have been so fucking funny. All right, begin chapter. Oh man. Imagine. That would have been so crazy. I actually don't know if this game is like finished. I probably should have checked.
Happening.
Well, it doesn't sound like the call was no big deal. It sounds like it was important to you.
Sophie's alive. Did I actually manage to rewind time?
Max, are you okay?
I don't know. Doesn't seem like you rewound
Kinda seems
time.
like you're on drugs.
Huh? Oh.
I wish. That's fucked up. Just happy you're here.
I'm just really happy you're here with me. And your mom.
That look, they're like,
Sorry,
ma'am,
what
ma'am.
were we talking about? Somebody mentioned a phone call?
Yes. I was shocked too. I didn't know people still answered their phones.
Okay, that's a call out though.
And yeah,
That's a call out.
It wasn't a big deal. It was just from the publisher.
Publisher?
I've been shopping a collection around for a while and someone made me a deal.
Awesome, Sophie. That's phenomenal. Was this your big secret?
You didn't tell her? I thought she'd have been the first. I didn't want to jinx it. Aren't you always telling me not to tempt the universe? I'm so proud of my girl. Publishing is always such a difficult endeavor. Thanks,
True.
Mom.
True.
Is no one going to take our order? It's been like a few minutes. Have you ever had a food service job? Like, ever?
Let's give him another
I
minute.
don't think they're ignoring us. They're just understaffed.
True.
Give her a minute. Amanda will spot us.
You really should hire more hands. No need for standards to drop as soon as the students are gone for the winter. The whole place could use a facelift, to be honest.
And when all of the, I don't know what you would call them,
Come
transitory
on,
workers
anywhere else to
are
be? I
gone.
need to ask Sophie about God. Where do I even start? What is that?
Oh shit. Dude, your nose.
It's fine. Just a nosebleed. Back in a sec.
Don't worry, just some interdimensional time travel. Interdimensional travel, rather. Ooh, wait. Oh no, okay, she's still there. I was gonna say, what if your crush from the first part is
Glad we did this. This?
is
lunch.
dead instead?
I still can't believe Safi is here. Alive. Having lunch with Yasmin as if everything is normal. As if
True.
I didn't
Accurate.
see her die 2 days ago.
Oh, Opt, you
In case
never
this
ended
does
up watching
all go sideways.
any of the Legend of Vox Machina, did you? Like animated Critical Role series?
It was supposed to be a candid.
You'll never catch me alive.
Okay. I don't really like the double exposure thing. I think it just kind of looks bad. You did not?
swear,
Fair enough.
One day
Fair enough.
I'll get a candid of Safi.
It just made me think of it because the voice actress for this just really reminds me of one of the actors. Pretty good though. If you're looking for a good animated show, I enjoyed it. I feel like you don't need to really know anything about Critical Role because it's telling the story. It's not like assuming that you know anything about it per se. Okay, let's say like this one, 130. What should I bring? Okay, I was really curious about this, and maybe this is gonna be a little bit of a do I watch Critical Role? I've kind of fallen out of it, not for any bad reasons. I just literally feel like I don't have the time to keep up with the volume of content. But I've watched all of Campaign 1 and Campaign 2 and probably the first, like, I don't know, 50 episodes of Campaign 3, maybe less. I don't actually know how many episodes of Campaign 3 I watched. I watched a decent amount, but like definitely way out of current. I didn't like Campaign 3 as much. I think that some of the characters are really fun. Some of the characters I really am not resonating with. And I just had a hard time getting as invested in Campaign 3. Still really like all the actors and creators. I think they're really fantastic. Oh, yeah. Legend of Vox Machina is the animated like telling of the first like campaign. And they did a really good job. Like, especially, I think they did as good of a job as you can for condensing and pacing. And like, they made a few changes that were really, really good, in my opinion. Yeah, no, I really enjoy it. I think it's quite good, actually. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it if you're interested. It's eminently more approachable than actually watching them play D&D. Like, it is an adult animated show. I don't remember what other work the studio's done, but they've done other works. Same, I haven't even seen Campaign 3 yet or any of the spin-off campaigns. Wait, which spin-off campaign? Have you seen like 1 or 2, Bella? Anyway, I was saying I was curious to see if the text messages would show like Chloe is alive or anything like that, because it seems like all the text messages are unaffected. So interesting that that's the case. I don't know if that's like a plot hole or if they just, you know.
Wow, these really are the worst.
I'm on a computer.
lines I've
Can I
seen.
crash at your place tonight? Did you just suplex me because you took my breath away? Are you made of fluorine, iodine, and neon because you're fine? Oh my god.
Right,
let's see here.
of course. There's a snapping turtle, so there's an Amanda.
Of course.
Wow. I thought you got lost in a blizzard. Dropped your phone down a bottomless pit? Something.
Lost?
No. You're right, I'm being
Mm.
passive aggressive. Sorry. It's just... You asked me out and then ignored my text for 48 hours. Kinda sucked is all.
Oh, so I asked you out.
I mean, that's how I interpreted it when you stood there 2 nights ago and said you wanted to go on a date.
2 nights ago is exactly when I asked Amanda out. So I haven't gone back in time. Oh shit. This Amanda never talked to me about slowing down our relationship. Because Sophie isn't dead.
So...
Full speed
are you
ahead,
gonna tell
baby.
me what happened?
Oh, that's gonna be awkward though. I was working or I was hungover. Okay, I was hungover is like definitely a worse answer. Scene 1 and 2, yeah. Have you seen? Oh, by the way, Opt, it's on Amazon Prime for where it is. Have you seen the Calamity? Because that is some of the best D&D I have ever seen. The like 4-episode miniseries. EXU or Exandria, I think it was Exandria Unlimited. Calamity is so good, in no small part because Brendan Lee Mulligan is DMing it, and Brendan Lee Mulligan is an expert DM, especially for short campaigns. It is, it's so good. It's like immediately gripping. I loved it. I was working.
Shit. I was working. I get total runaway train tunnel vision sometimes. I'm so sorry.
Huh. The old I'm a serious artist excuse.
That's pretty shitty
I
though.
didn't mean to make you feel like crap.
Well, you did. You did.
Hey. Shit happens. I won't bug you about it. Just didn't love it. I should get back to work. Take it easy, eh?
So if I didn't rewind, this is some kind of alternate reality.
I mean,
But I
she
still
figured
talked
that
to
out
Amanda
pretty quick
2
at
days
least.
ago. So far, everything here seems basically the same, except
I wonder if Max died in this timeline. Like, that's why you didn't respond to her, is because you theoretically
hoping
actually
I know
died and you
something
just like jumped into this timeline where you were not supposed to
connected
exist.
to that humming and whatever caused it.
There's police tape around it and everything.
Yup, this is definitely the source of the hum and my nosebleed. Let's poke it with a
Interesting.
stick.
I didn't remember to go check this out elsewhere. Yeah. Have to watch it. Don't have time to sit down. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Gotta be patient.
Like they are long, but yeah, it's only the four episodes, and it's very good. Brennan basically said that they could make characters with literally any magic items in the game, because the idea is that it's like from the Age of Wonder where all of the great artifacts existed. So all of their characters are just like bonkers, wild, crazy, and yet it's still so gripping. And it's about like the hubris of man. Like it's so good. It's so good. It's so juicy. I don't know if you've seen any of Brennan's stuff from Dimension 20 or anything like that. But one thing that Brennan Lee Mulligan does so well is getting his players to have really fleshed out backstories. You need to watch it. Yeah. Is have really good fleshed out backstories and pasts between them, which especially makes a lot more sense in a short-term campaign than it does in a freeform long campaign. And so the characters feel more solid and real, like you are picking up in an already existing story, than just like writing a story from scratch. And I feel like that vibe works so well in a short campaign. Yeah, it's really good.
The source
Okay.
of the humming. But
Oops.
what-
Standing inside a shift point, shift timelines. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, did you notice that the text here shifted the like living and dead?
The source of the humming. But
Okay,
what-
that's really interesting. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Holy shit. I'm back, aren't I? In Dead World. This
Dead
is so
World?
fucking crazy.
Bro, the fact that you're calling the prime timeline Dead World is wild. Big question, do I prefer campaign 1 or 2? That's difficult. That's a difficult question. I like different things about the different campaigns. My main issue, what are the key points from the last stream you might have missed? I'll tell you in a sec after I've finished talking about Critical Role for a second, because I'll have to ask you some questions about what you saw. In campaign 1, I liked that it had a little bit more narrative structure, because campaign 2 and campaign 3 both felt a little aimless, like Matt wanted to have the party really sort of choose whatever they want and do sort of a politicsy thing. But because he doesn't do the thing like Brennan does, where he gets really exhaustive backstory connections, the characters didn't really have a reason to adventure together other than because we're all sitting at the same table. And so it felt really awkward having a lot of characters that really shouldn't have gotten along together sort of just like force it until they sort of just like found a groove. But it felt very unnatural, and it felt like there were a lot of plot threads that they just never pulled on because they just didn't really have a main goal. And so I feel like that was a pacing issue in campaign 2. With that said, I really like all of the characters in campaign 2. Like I like a lot of the characters in campaign 2 a lot. And I like a lot of the sub stories in campaign 2, but it just felt like it had a hard time kind of meshing. And no, that's fine. That's fine. No, I love chatting about like whatever. I like talking about all. Listen, I have a lot of things to say about a lot of things, but there's so many things that I don't know what to talk about sometimes unless somebody gives me a specific question. Whereas campaign 1 was a more standard like swords and sorcery campaign because it was a lot of the characters, the players' first campaign. And so a lot of the characters played a lot more archetypical roles. And I think that they, as like actors, did a lot better job in campaign 2 of making the characters feel a little bit more interesting and unique. But I missed having like, I felt like there was just too much waffling around in campaign 2 to a point where you're like, okay, but like, why did this matter? And it doesn't have to matter. But I think it feels a little bit more satisfying when you can see the threads of how they tie in. And I think that they tried to do a similar thing with campaign 3 to try and like tie them together a little bit faster, but it felt a little ham-fisted, if I'm going to be honest. And so I liked the narrative structure of campaign 1 better, especially for the payoffs at the end. But I think I like a lot of the characters from campaign 2 better. I guess that would be like my answer. So I like them both a lot for very different reasons. I do like characters from both of the campaigns, really all 3 of the campaigns. Do you mind a campaign 3 like sort of spoiler, but only from like sort of early campaign 3? Or would you rather keep it completely unknown? Because there's one character in campaign 3 that I love their tie back to earlier content, so to speak. Another thing is that I think that as they've gone on, I think some of the actors have wanted to get increasingly weird with their characters to a point that it's like sometimes kind of a turnoff. Like for me, it's like a little too extra for like a main character in a show that's hundreds of hours. So yeah, but I don't mind. I don't know if I'm when. Yeah. Okay. So spoilers. Anybody randomly watching this VOD later that is interested in Critical Role and hasn't seen any of it or whatever. I'm not going to talk about it for very long, but Marisha's character is a warlock in campaign 3, and I really love her character because she's like Tim Burton woman if that makes sense, as in like the women from the Tim Burton movies that are like kind of super extra, and she's like that scary aunt, but she's super friendly. Laudna? Yeah. And Laudna is one of the people that was hung from the tree in campaign 1, and her patron is the spirit of Delilah. Which is so fucking metal and so cool. And I'm like so here for that drama. And like, that's such an awesome, like, reference callback to the old like game without being a direct, like, this character is my parent or whatever. So like, I really like Laudna. Yeah, but yeah, like some of the other characters I'm just like not quite as into. And like I said, the plot again kind of felt like it was a little all over the place and like they didn't know what they were doing. So I feel like the cast of Critical Role operates a little bit better with a little bit more railroad just to like get them on the same page for things. But anyway, might just be me. But anyway, Opt, I guess I don't know exactly how much you saw. I guess the cliff notes of the first episode is that it's several years later, indeterminate amount of time, several years, obviously, past the first one. We started the game answering, basically, if we chose Bay or Bay. And we are in Vermont trying to sort of just like live our life outside of the situation. And we haven't had any powers since then. We are like a grad student. So I think we're a student, but also we do some like teaching. And we've been talking to our two friends, getting to know them, Moses and Safi, and asking the girl at the bar on a date. And Safi had some like big deal about publishing, and then we never got to learn about it because she mysteriously got shot. And so that happened like not very long before the beginning of when I was playing at this stream. And so now we're sort of like at the after effects of like 2 days after that. And then now we just like all of a sudden we're like, oh my God, we just like hopped realities. So I feel like you didn't actually like miss that much, or the things that you missed would be hard to describe in like ultra detail, you know? I actually have a D&D character with the same class archetype that I made before campaign 3, and I love Marisha's character, so I'm happy to see. Yeah. I think that warlocks are fundamentally the most interesting class to build because they have so many interesting mechanical ways to tweak them and RP ways to tweak them, both, that can be very flexible. The main thing I saw in the last time was that you spied on the professor and lost cred with her. Oh, okay, that was almost at the end. Yeah. Yeah, because some dingus ranted you out. Yeah, that was almost the very end. That was maybe like half an hour before we finished. And basically we just talked to our friend and then like went outside. And then that's basically where I started this session. So you missed almost nothing. I really like the idea of warlocks that I don't like the idea of warlocks that are just like, I sold my soul for some spells, because I think that's stupid. And I think especially that's stupid if you just are a level 1 character, you know what I mean? Like that would make sense if you're like, I'm a commoner and then I became a warlock and basically became level 10 overnight, right? Like that would make sense. You're like, yeah, I got super powerful. But if you're just like, yes, I am as good of a spellcaster as literally any other spellcaster, but it cost me my soul. I'm like, okay, I don't see why anybody would ever do that. But I like that there's a lot of ways to do it where like you can make a warlock that is stealing power. You can make a warlock that is like bargaining for power. You can make a warlock that is like indebted for power. You can make one that is like getting power directly because they serve, you know, for example, especially with a Fey Pact, right? It's very reasonable to have like a Fey Pact warlock that wants to serve one of the Fey courts and has been endowed with power. You know, like there's all sorts of ways that your pact partner could be, or your patron could be like a partner in some way. You know, there's just like so many interesting stories you can tell with like the different kinds of patrons and the different kinds of warlocks, both good, evil, and in between. That I really like. I really like the class just like as a concept. Anyway. Yeah. Let's talk to my girl, see what she has to say. Hey, what's up?
Max, you're here.
I'm here. Surprise.
Surprise! I just walked out of the bathroom. I phased into reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
I'm okay. You really cheered me up earlier.
Happy to lend out my comedic stylings to girls in need.
Thanks.
That's super
What are you
funny,
here
Bella.
for?
We already talked in her office. She seems to be doing, bad.
God knows. I offered her.
Yeah, that it's like color coded.
I gotta get back to it. Don't forget I'm here for you, okay?
Thanks, Amanda.
Yeah, this one is definitely a lot. Also, it's just a lot sort of darker. I feel like the lighting in this room is all like really dim, you know?
Oh, hi, Miss Caulfield. I'm sorry.
No. Don't ever feel sorry about derailing conversation. If I didn't want to talk about it, I just wouldn't talk about it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it. Hi, Yasmin.
Oh, Maxine.
We're here to
You're
vibe,
here.
you know? I love me some
I'd invite you
D&D.
to sit down, but
I don't know if I don't know if
understand.
you heard this before, Bella, because I've talked about it in the past, but my longest campaign I ever played in lasted, I want to say like 7 years, and I played a warlock for the entire time from level 1 to 17. And it was great. Like most people would like, I would say the vast majority of people that have played tabletop games have never had a single campaign go for 7 years. Like, so I may be a little bit biased towards warlocks. Yeah. I was a Fey Pact warlock who was a sort of a charming Fey Pact nerd that spent all of his life like learning information about the Fey courts until one day he basically accidentally wandered into a magical party in the forest and like got it in with some Fey lords and then was like, "Yep, sign me up. I want to go. Get me in. Give me this bitch." So I was like this middle-aged schmoozer that also was like highly specialized knowledge and all the Fey shit.
That's the way back across.
It's okay that I have a type. Yeah. Your longest game was also 7 years. What did you play? Hey, is there like anything else here? I feel like they just want me to go back.
Sensitive way, just death rates on college.
Dude's talking about death rates on college campuses. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's the way back across. Gender-neutral bathrooms, so I can cross back and forth. That's good to know. Sophie and Yasmin are probably wondering where I am. I should get back to them.
Yeah, I wonder how much time is passing while I'm futzing around.
honestly, Safia, I wish you'd have told me sooner. I was getting around to it.
All clear? We don't need to get you a blood transfusion?
So now we don't know what like her big thing was. I wonder if she had to move. Nothing to worry about. It's fine.
Oh, I'm golden. Probably just the weather, you know?
Oh, did the forecast call for massive nosebleeds?
Duty calls. Send me the bill for the windshield,
Paladin.
please, Safia.
I also think that the 5th edition implementation of Paladin is like a million times
Another
better than
piece
any of the
shit
previous
pie.
editions.
Someone... Hold on, it's easier if I just show you.
Jesus. Fuck, Sophie. Is that your car?
Charming, right?
Found it this morning.
Do you have any idea
Whoa,
who did it?
excuse me.
No. But if I ever find out, it's on site. They couldn't have picked a fight with the Volvo instead.
This is gonna sound bananas, but I feel like I've met this cow.
You have. It's from right over there. Whatever, I gotta make a tow
Sheesh.
truck.
Wait, hold on. The broken horn. It looks like there was something written on it.
Max, you know I adore you, but read the room, bud. I'm not really in the mood to stare at photos of my fucked up car all day.
Yeah.
Fair. I feel like you have better things to do, Max, than investigate a cow skull, but like, just saying.
She's gone.
Yeah, I don't know if you,
Tell me my proposal was shitty.
Hold up. Sophie's alive in this world.
I don't know if you ever played any Paladins in older editions, but I really didn't like the idea that Paladins, like, literally the only way to play them is the lawful good goody two shoes. I felt like that was just, like, way too limiting for the concept of, like, I don't know, a holy warrior. So I really like the idea of it being about vows rather than about, like, a specific alignment.
What's all this? Is there a live event happening?
Probably
You like it?
unsurprisingly,
We're
my
getting ready
favorite
for our
type of
annual
paladin is
episode.
Oath of the Ancients.
Oh, sweet. Another newbie.
Uh,
Hope you come.
I really just like Fae stuff in general, but like the idea of somebody that like defends joy
What if the key is just
rather than like defending law. I don't know. To me, that's a lot more interesting. I haven't played old editions, but my dad used to play back in the day, so I have first and third edition books that I've looked through. Yeah. In third edition, there were a lot of classes that had alignment restrictions, and I thought all of them were stupid. I just thought that like Paladin was the most egregious, but I never liked any of the alignment restrictions. I always thought that they were really dumb. And partly because I'm always more of a player that thinks that mechanics and flavor can or should be divorced from one another if you want them to be. And so having a hard and fast rule like that feels like it's about balance when it really isn't.
You really need to lure him outside.
Hey, do you have the bathroom key?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could I grab that from you?
Yeah, in third, well, really Paladins were a holdover from an older edition of D&D. Like in older D&D, there were really only just a couple of the base classes, and then they sort of just started adding more classes as sort of like different varieties or flavors. But if we're being honest, I think a lot of the base classes were added because somebody just decided to play one in the creator's home games, and they just made up rules for it on the spot and then turned those rules into the classes, but they like modeled the classes after the ways that their players played the things. So there's a lot of like, well, you have to be this. And I think the answer is because the way that we played it in our first game was like this, which I think is bad design. So for a few examples, like barbarians couldn't be lawful, which I think is silly and reductive. Because I can absolutely imagine barbarians being a lawful concept in the like tribal society that they believe strongly in, like a hierarchy and an order within their like society or whatever. It's just not a like stuffy laws kind of lawful. So I don't like that, never really made sense. And then like similarly, bards like had to be chaotic. I'm like, but like, do they though? Like what does that have anything to do with it? Like monks had to be lawful. That one I at least like kind of understand for the idea of like discipline, but even that I feel like is also kind of reductive. There were a lot of classes that had no restrictions whatsoever, but there were probably a half dozen that had some alignment restriction, including paladins that had to be lawful good, which was weird because there was also clerics, and clerics were, you could be a cleric to any god, and so your restriction was that your alignment had to be basically within one alignment of your god, which makes sense. That's like a fine restriction, like a lawful good person that is a cleric of a chaotic evil deity like doesn't make sense. That's like not that big of a burden. But it always seemed weird to me that like the spellcaster, the cleric, could worship any god, but then there was this idea of the paladin that was the more militaristic, like man-at-arms with a little bit of holy magic, but that only existed for good, lawful, good deities. I just never really understood why that would be a thing, especially when there's so many archetypes about, you know, like dark knights or evil knights. And so then they like ham-fisted it in where they're like, oh, but like if you're you could like betray your oath and become evil. You're like, yeah, but like, what if you were just evil? Like, what if you just were evil the whole time, you know? So there was a bunch of like weird stuff with that in older editions of D&D. And then they did away with alignment as a requirement in general in 4th edition, but in 5th edition, they refined it a lot better where they gave a lot of concepts for characters, but they never said like, you have to play it this way, which I think is just infinitely better. And the way it works in 5th edition is you pick an oath as your subtype, and like each of the oaths are like different archetypes, and some of them are like, you know, mean or whatever, you know, but like, you know, there's like Oath of Redemption, there's Oath of the Ancients, which is sort of about like nature and like joy and harmony, and there's like Oath of, I don't remember, Devotion, which is sort of like your classic lawful good. There's Oath of Dominion, like you're a conqueror or warlord. So there's like all sorts of oaths. And so then the idea of the paladin is that they get power from their conviction, and you like pick what their conviction is. And I think that that's like a much more dynamic and interesting role-playing system than just like, you must be this alignment. What if you're lawful evil? Well, lawful evil is an alignment. In 3rd edition, lawful and good are two different axes, like on an XY spectrum. So like lawful to chaos would be, you know, like the X axis, and good and evil would be the Y axis. So there are like lawful evil archetypes and characters. It's just that like you couldn't be a paladin if you were lawful evil, which I think is silly, you know, like paladins had to be lawful good in 3rd edition. They had to be lawful good. There is only one alignment that is lawful good. Yeah. So like, but like it would totally make sense to have a lawful evil. Yeah, you've seen many. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is why it's like not good, like in that way, right? Because I think lawful evil is actually one of the more like interesting alignments out there, because I would consider like lawful evil as like the classic like mafia character of you believe in order, right? You're not a good person or whatever. Like you run a criminal empire, but that criminal empire is based on, you know, like rules, and you can have your in-groups of like, you're part of the family, right? You're part of the mafia. You're part of our family. And if you fuck with us, we'll end you. But also, you know, there's a hierarchy and a strict like order of progression and responsibility and holdings and whatever that is upholding this organization, this civilization, whatever. And I think that can be really interesting, because there's a lot of stories where like the good characters will work with a lawful evil character because they can find a common ground, at least in the short term. And you could make interesting stories about how that's morally challenging for good characters, where you're like, okay, well, the mafia also doesn't want the streets overrun with demons because they need the streets to, you know, sell drugs or whatever. You know, they like, demons are bad for the drug trade, you know? So like, sure, we'll work with the mafia to exorcise the demons, but like, you don't really like it. But, you know, I think that lawful evil is a really interesting, it's a really interesting alignment for people, for characters. And, you know, it also makes it easier to work in groups with them, right? Because you're like, well, this group is valuable to me, and like our harmony as a group helps me towards my ends. Those ends might be evil, you know, but like I believe in working together. That's like a core tenet of the lawful alignment. So I'm glad that they've de-emphasized the law and chaos and good and evil spectrum in later editions. And I think that 5th edition has done a really good job with, at character creation, placing far more emphasis on creating bonds and goals and regrets that you don't have to do, but it sort of suggests that you come up with things like that of like, I want this. I think this. I hate this. I envy this. I am bonded with this character because this. Because those just make much more interesting characters than just like a checkbox of morality, especially because morality is just like notoriously difficult.
It's way too cold to be out here, but
They are definitely
sure
up
if
to
you brought
something
those
with
dart
that
guns
key.
inside,
Not that they're gonna
Amanda
talk
would
about it
kill
with
them.
me.
Okay. Love it when I accidentally I love it when I accidentally start two different dialogues at the same time. Wait, hold on. Okay, there's no signs. What do you want? What do you want? What do you
I
want?
should use my power to look in on them. From Dead World.
Look in on wait, okay,
Oh,
I've lost the
just,
plot a
you
little
know,
bit.
A doorway to Dead World.
Okay, I don't need you to keep telling me that though, Max. It's fine.
Oofa doofa. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Max, you're going to the bathroom a lot. Are you a streamer? Have you been hydrating?
That's the way back across. That's the way back across.
Uh-huh. Wait, who? I lost the plot of who I'm listening to. I do think it's interesting that, like, Amanda is in different places in the different worlds, but she's behind the bar on both of them. Can't do that. Okay.
If I could look at that skull up close, I could learn something.
Oh, because the skull is still here. I see what they wanted me to do. Okay. I got lost with like her asking about the bathroom keys. I'm like, who cares about the bathroom keys? I don't know why you put me on that plot line. Got it.
There she is, safe and sound.
That's the skull. I also don't know why I would be bothering to investigate that. What are
Size
you?
does matter. I'm going to have to find a way to get up there.
You hear that? Yeah, that fella's size does matter,
I'm pretty
especially
sure
when
I
you're talking
just
about the
saw a step
bones.
ladder. Where was that?
In the other world. Whoa. Let's see. I wonder if we're gonna play the interdimensional game. No? Okay, hold on. Was this out on the patio, perhaps? Did I just sequence break it a little bit? Could be. No, it's gonna let me come out here. I don't feel like I need to go to the living world for that. That seems like that would be silly. And yet... Is it here? No? Look at the flyers. No. Am I crazy? Is there a stepladder that I'm just not seeing? I could use any of the... Literally, I could use any of these stools. Come now. Do you want me to look into the other...
Help me reach the cow skull.
Okay, so is that immediately what I was just talking about? We're gonna go to this world, get the ladder, transit dimensions.
That's the way back across.
Max, if you ever wondered if this was a bad idea, taking objects from one dimension to another is a bad idea. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Okay, it's ad break time. I gotta go to the bathroom again, so we will do so. We'll be right back.
Did you?
Hey, Sticks, how's it going? Side note, I don't know if you saw, we're starting earlier now. We're starting at like 5 p.m. Ah. Juicy. It's so funny. I would have swore that it was 9 already, just based on like being kind of tired. I'm like, I'm kind of tired, but you know, I started early. It's been exactly the normal length of a normal stream. It's like I've gotten really used to this amount of time.
That's just, you know, a doorway to Dead World.
You feel like it's 9 too? Okay, it's not just me. All right. Have your blood work your physical tomorrow? Oh, good for you. Good for you. Max, this is so fucking stupid. What you're doing is actually insane. It's bad enough when you're just like zipping an item across time. When you're zipping things across dimensions, that's boy, that done be stupid. Well, hey, what's up? Signature, huh?
Signature? Ugh, this is so stylized I can barely read it. Lucas Colmenero. Lucas.
So to be clear,
Colmenero.
this is
Shit.
Oh, I have the
Lucas
wrong
smashed off
fucking
his
game
windshield.
on.
He's a dick, but I don't know if
Wait,
he's
do you
a
what?
property damage level dick. But why would anyone else bother snapping his name off? Weird. This
I
is
totally do. Okay. Listen.
wonder if anyone
Listen,
at the
chat.
snapping turtle saw the whole thing go down.
This is the new Life is Strange, double exposure. Yeah, it's OG Life is Strange. It's so hard to see. It is double exposure. Yeah, okay, you saw the YouTube? Okay, great. Yes, yes, double exposure. Do you know the plot line? I've just gained the ability to jump between alternate universes.
That's the way back across.
At the moment, the only difference that we can tell is that Sophia is still alive. Yeah, I did fix it. We'll see if there's any other differences. Bathroom key. Why do I keep focusing on the bathroom?
Any
I'm so
chance you've
confused.
seen your bathroom key?
Uh-oh. Are you at DEFCON 1 or DEFCON 5?
1.
DEFCON 1.
DEFCON 1 is the bad one, Max. Like, I'm getting you a bucket bad.
I'm alright, but keep that bucket handy. One of your customers might need it.
Run a college bar, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Maybe take a look around.
Yeah,
Sometimes folks
so
just forget to return it.
my new friend in this area got shot, is dead, and then I realized that I have the ability to travel between alternate dimensions, one where she's dead and one where she's alive, and we're sort of exploring that right now. That like basically just happened.
Questions?
No.
Never ever. I've been cursed by a witch.
I see.
True and valid.
Does true love's first kiss break the spell?
Oh shit.
I don't know. I didn't think the joke that far ahead.
Go for it, Max.
All right, hit me then.
Okay, your
What's
Riz
the
is
question?
terrible. You take that. You take those opportunities. You jump on that shit.
Lately?
Wow. That's an extremely specific question. And I can't believe the answer is yes.
You watch someone else play this game to the end. Oh, okay.
Well, in fact, I'm dying to know why you ask.
I feel like it's not a secret. Right?
Because it somehow ended up in Sophie's windshield.
Wait, what the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm trying to unravel the mystery.
Jesus. A skull? I mean, have they never heard of a brick?
When did you notice your cow got rustled?
Literally just this morning, before I clocked in. It had to be sometime last night.
Did you
guys got
know it
any
had
security
Lucas's name on
cameras?
it?
Who? Oh, Colmenero. That makes sense. He's the one who donated it.
Seriously? Why a cow skull?
Oh, come on. That's not that
I
weird.
have no idea. I'm like physically incapable of listening to that dude when he talks.
You're not gonna miss the creepy.
Sticks,
cow
did you play the
skull?
first game?
Even
/ watch
though-
it?
If it was one of the local pieces, I might be a little more broken up about it. But considering the source, I'm probably not going to lose a lot of sleep.
Did you see?
Only
anything
Skulls is OnlyFans for undead.
I mean, the Abraxas kids
Where they go
are
for boning.
perpetually suspicious. They took up like 6
True.
tables last night. Maybe one of them saw something. Hell, maybe one of them stole it.
That's more than likely, yeah.
Thanks. I
The
appreciate
random
the info.
occult club
Anytime,
stealing a
Manager.
skull? No way. Didn't get to see the first one, but I literally got the VTuber to explain it.
What
Yeah,
is
fair enough.
going on?
It was a good game. Like, it was... There were some real emotional gut punches. I saw most of this one, especially the last 2 or 3 chapters. Yeah, that makes sense. Someone tracked a cow skull through Safi's car window. Could it have been Lucas? Moses said Safi hated Lucas's guts. If there was bad blood there, maybe Lucas took it out on her car. That seems unlikely. Amanda says Bessie belongs to Lucas, and he donated to the Snapping Turtle. Why would he donate a cow skull? Professor, department chair, literature, best-selling author of Wilder Beasts Than These, real humble about it. I mean, that feels like a stretch. Like, dude donates something, also is responsible for taking it off the wall and smashing it into a car. I don't believe that for a second. Oh, okay, so these are just notes on each of these. Okay. Okay. Interesting. My acquaintance? Cough? Question mark?
What if it's not just a prank? What if this Safi is in danger too? I just got her back.
Max.
At least I know where to
Ma'am.
start. Lucas Colmenero and the Abraxas Society.
A bad plan. A bad plan.
Find the skull rustler. Save Safi. Hopefully. And my best leads are Lucas Colmenero and the Abraxas Society.
There's no way it's the teacher. Like, that would be absolutely
Vince, the
wild.
head honcho of Abraxas. I could start with him.
Oh, wait, Vin is the head
I
of
should
the
do a good
Abraxas? Oh, that
digging
makes so
into
much sense. That guy's such a
Cliff on her, too.
douchebag.
She was acting pretty odd earlier. Time to start asking questions. Whoever fucked with Safi's car isn't just gonna out themselves.
True.
The Snapping Turtle looking for volunteers at the Lakeport Soup Kitchen? Amanda really is the best.
My universe will be like this next year. Hopefully not. Yeah.
That's my handwriting. Wait, am I the mystery photographer?
Well, you really don't want it to be about tracking down a murderer like the first one. I guess this one's technically also about that, but
I thought we said no more ambushes.
I know, right? Guy's such a douchebag.
But the snowball war got called off in Dead World. Art student prank or horrifying creature, the world may never know.
Okay. So I can swap worlds here.
I
Good
need
to
to
know.
ask around about Safi's car. Men, what's stopping you from dressing like this?
I don't know. I don't necessarily like the double exposure thing. I feel like it's just kind of messy. I mean, we'll take it for the symbolism, but his abs are literally sculpted. True. Unrealistic beauty standards. Hello?
This is a work of art that came from a strange and tortured mind.
2 dicks is more than one? Yeah, that's right. A little bit of Eiffel Tower action, a little wobbly age. Oh, interesting. You can go between it here also.
Abraxas was at the snapping.
Okay, don't go this way. Double dick exposure. True. True. Okay, but why can I go between the worlds here? What's the purpose? You'll be more confused on time now more than ever. Oh. Whoop. I wonder what this looks like to people. Like, am I just wandering around in both dimensions simultaneously? Because it seems like they're not actively seeing me come through a portal or whatever. I mean, the real answer is obviously that they're not, you know, worrying about it. I guess I would assume that I just am superimposed in both dimensions at the same time, and people are just confused about, you know, what I'm doing. I just want to see if there's any important differences here in the dead world. Whoop. Oh, we can vibe out on the bench? Let's go. Kind of spooky.
Holy fucking shit.
True. Valid. Correct.
Just when you thought you'd seen it all.
Jeez, there you are. Thought I was gonna freeze to death.
When I woke up, Safi was gone forever. And now, I am in a whole new world of questions. What are these worlds? Timelines? Realities? Where did this new power come from? Is Rewind gone forever? Lucky for me, one question clearly takes priority. How do I protect the Safi I have left?
I feel like the real question is, how do I not destroy the world and the town?
The last time I had powers,
Yeah,
everything went to complete and utter shit.
correct. Dude, the timeline where you accidentally got Chloe paralyzed as a quadriplegic and she asked you to assist and unalive her is crazy dark. Yeah, I mean, the visual style is definitely like a little like lower, like lo-fi in that sense, but it's not like terrible. It doesn't look like modern photorealism, and it also doesn't quite look as ultra stylized as some games.
Oh wow. I hate that these are on both sides.
I hate that these are on both sides. Okay, that's actually kind of a fun observation. Because I was thinking that it was interesting that they were on both sides. I'm just like, oh, I hate that they're here. Too Bay, Too Furious? Yeah, right? For some reason, that made me think of Michael Bay. I mean, I suppose it's not that weird of a reason because the name is Bay, but... Have you ever seen The Rock, a.k.a. the best movie Michael Bay ever made and ever will make? Because that movie's great. That movie's great. Absolutely love it.
I can probably find Gwen in her office. And I think Lucas has a habit of working over by the cafe.
Perfect. I love the theory that Sean Connery's character is actually James Bond that just got caught and disavowed. I think about those nerve gas capsules a lot.
Pretty sure you need a time machine to even find a phone booth now.
Good thing you have one, I guess. Oh, that's fine. No, we'll take it. We'll allow it. There we go. Okay.
You give me a second? Surely another minute and a half isn't going to taint the building with my presence.
Just leave everything behind, Professor. You won't need any university materials.
Ooh, Gwen get fired? Let's go.
If you want me to leave the campus, don't
The
I?
mystery continues.
You're not to return to Caledon property before the hearing under penalty of law.
The hearing?
You don't need to read me my rights.
I mean, point of fact,
Just
if
doing my
you're
job,
in trouble, he
Professor.
actually
That'll
does
go
need to
over
read you your
great
rights,
in
but...
Nuremberg. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. I told Yasmin already that none of it's true. She knows it's fucking bullshit.
Wow.
This is all
I
just
guess
some kind
something
of crazy
screwy is
mix-up
going
that-
down here, too. But at least... Yeesh. I wonder what
At
that
least
was
the door's open. Peak Snooper 101, Max. He only has to read you your rights if he's arresting you, to be fair. Which he clearly isn't, but...
So this Gwen just got escorted out by security.
Not so fun
Wow,
fact, the
that
Miranda
Gwen
rights
is
are,
having
I
hushed
believe,
phone calls about the
required to be read to you
police
based on a
trying to break into locked
Supreme Court decision.
places. Time to snoop like I've never snooped before.
Time to violate another crime scene? Exactly. Listen, it's not a real crime scene, so it's fine.
I had decided
I'm
I
sure
would
I could
hitchhike across the country.
Get literally
If I
this book
still
anywhere.
wanted to die when I got to the Pacific, then I could do it peacefully. Hell of an opening line, Gwen. Damn, talk about a green thumb.
My parents actually have at least 2, if not 3 of those plants, or had them at one point in time.
Gwen's wife, Claudia, I think. I met her at a faculty event last month. Gwen fucking adores her. With the way they hustled Gwen out, I don't think. Whoa.
Imagine.
Reggie got an A minus? Almost a full cup of coffee. Gwen must have just sat down to drink it. You would never do what, Gwen? What is this about? Gwen canceled her weekly meetings with Safi?
Interesting. I'm wondering if like Safi got rejected or something, and then they're blaming it on Gwen for like somehow being
my
responsible
God,
for it or something
an
like that.
Answering machine. As I live and breathe.
Gwen, if you're screening your calls, pick up. I just got an email from Boss Bitch, and the phone is ringing off the hook. What the fuck is happening? Babe, pick up the phone. I'm sure it looks worse than it is. Just come home, okay? We'll figure this out.
Oh my God.
Damn it.
An answering machine.
There we go. Play the second message.
Dr. Hunter, this is David from Intro to Nonfiction. I saw
I'm gonna need my grade.
your classes are gonna be canceled for the rest of the semester, and I just wanted to check up and see if you're all right. I mean, I'm sure you're fine, but I don't
It sets you back in between moods. How fitting.
Okay, bye.
Dr. Hunter, by now, I'm sure you've checked your mailbox and the contents enclosed therein. Please understand, this is a courtesy from one working woman to another. I don't want to hear excuses or lies. I'll have to ask you to leave campus until we can get this whole thing sorted out. Okay.
I mean, I suppose it's possible that there's a that there's like a illicit relationship involved here. Ooh, I can switch realms. Let's go. Let's check Dead World, baby.
It's like a bumper sticker evolved.
Boy, this is a terrible idea, Max. Don't ever listen, chat. Don't ever photograph your crimes, okay? Don't photograph your crimes. This is to the Zoomers specifically.
Very focused on that book I boosted for her. Fiction, nonfiction, poetry, plays, bunch of scenes. Is there between Gwen and me? I bet we've road tripped most of the country. Live fast, eat ass.
Yes, that is in fact exactly what it says.
Whatever they mean.
Whatever they mean, Max. Max, you're a 20-something in the year of our Lord 2024. You know what eating ass means. Hey R, did you see Safi at your poetry club on Friday night or over the weekend? If so, did she seem off? Did she mention getting any news? Leave your answers in the back and return it to the library. I don't want everyone know I'm asking questions. Thanks, I'll owe you forever.
So Gwen is asking questions about Safi's death.
Interesting.
Why would Safi have started acting off on Friday? Something must have happened. These emails are from way back. Like, before Safi knew she wanted to be a poet.
If you're letting me turn in a memoir piece in verse, really into poetry this semester, can I make it my creative writing focus? I have a question though. What does the note, your voice doesn't feel like your own mean? Happy to explain. Your memoir in verse is technically very impressive. Most people sound like broken records when they write whatever words. But the voice feels like less like you and more like you're imitating classic poets. Ask yourself, how can you inhabit your own words more comfortably? Gwen, thanks for being willing to read this. I had to write down what I felt or I'd fucking explode. Do you think there's anything here? Is it weird that I'm already writing about her? The willows are weeping, the fruit is rotting from the branch. I saw her glowing and I saw her go out. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am no longer anything else. Hey, Safi, never feel weird for wanting to write about pain or whatever it is that's clogging the pipes of your mind. The poem is raw and honest, and I can tell. My advice is to be more specific and personal with that last line. And what does it mean to no longer feel anything else?
I mentored Safi, but I didn't realize she was this involved.
Possible homes for Safi's manuscript. Okay. Interesting.
Dr. Hunter, I appreciate your condolences. You know I do, but I'd prefer if you didn't contact me for a few days. There's a few things I need to get in order. Whatever the case, I'll see you at the staff meeting. You should get the call from Vin later today.
Looks like Gwen's a popular girl.
Hey babe, just checking in on my favorite workaholic who won't take a single bereavement day. Love you. Take care of yourself, okay? I'll see you tonight.
Hi, Professor Hunter. This is Vin Long from Dr. Fayette's office. I'm just calling to confirm an all-hands staff meeting this afternoon in the second floor lounge in the administration building. Attendance is, unfortunately, mandatory. Gwen, I hope you didn't. I'm not sure if you should. I don't know. Just, I wouldn't blame yourself.
Why would Safi have started acting off on Friday? Something must have happened. That must have been some call with Maria on Friday. Gwen even planned out a time to follow up.
Okay. Oh, watering the plants. I know all about this one. For anybody who didn't play Life is Strange 1, I believe that you could water the plant every morning, but I think the only way to make the plant live was to water it like 3 of the mornings and not the 4th one, or else it would be overwatered. And like the vast majority of the player base, you know, fucked up and the plant
This thing
died.
looks older than Caledon.
Okay, interesting. Anything else of
I can
note?
probably check Gwen's sent emails to see what she wrote to Maria.
Wait, does it actually let me do that? Wait, hold on. Was there more buttons there that I didn't know about? Or
Search.
Oh, no, it's just telling me to do it. Okay, got it.
Maria.
Got it.
Enter.
Enter.
Wait, this is Safi's publisher. Gwen got Safi's book canceled?
Thank you again for taking the time to talk with me last week. I've discussed the concerns you raised with my senior editor over the weekend, and he agrees they're sufficient to merit action. We've begun the process of pulling Safia's project, All the Daughters We Don't Talk About. I know this isn't the outcome any of us wanted, but I really appreciate your insights on the matter. I hope to work with you again soon. I'm reaching out to follow up on our conversation from Friday. I know I dropped a bit of a bomb on you, but have you had a chance to discuss my concerns with your senior? I appreciate any update you are able to provide.
These emails are from way back. Like, before Safi knew she wanted to be a poet.
Okay, these are all the original ones. Okay, interesting.
I thought Gwen helped Safi set this all up in the first place. Why would she? No, this all has to add up. Somehow.
I haven't really interacted with Diamond very much. Let me make sure that I'm not... phone... Let me check. Diamond. Oh, okay, yeah. I have not interacted with her very much. I talked with her a little bit at the bar. And she seemed fine. Let's see if I can go... Okay, it wants me to leave the office, so I guess it thinks that I've done everything here. But I'm curious if it'll let me... If it'll let me, like...
Never do. Gwen can't.
Okay, so yeah, it seems like what I was supposed to learn is that she canceled the book, and then so in this timeline, she got suspended for it. Now, my thought here is that the poem kind of talks about Safi being like infatuated with somebody.
Lucas tends to work over by the cafe.
And I'm wondering if that somebody is perhaps a teacher, perhaps Gwen herself, or something like that is problematic. And so I'm like curious if she got it canceled because of that reason or something like that. Endeavor, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome in, Raiders. I am Grybach, digital vampire, VTuber extraordinaire, and we are playing Life is Strange double exposure. How was your DJing? Always love your DJ streams. They are very cool. Anybody in my chat, I know that we've rated Endeavor a lot before, but if you have not checked them out, they DJ set lists and have a sick, like, Unreal Engine setup, complete with allowing people that are viewers to spawn in as dancers and stuff like that. Really cool tech, really interesting on the VTubing space, or well, not VTubing, I mean, kind of, streaming DJ space, super interesting. So make sure that you all check them out if you have a chance. Welcome. Don't want to say this, but I feel like this is basically a romance game. I mean, I don't know why you don't want to say this. That sounds accurate. Like,
wow.
I don't have a problem with romance in general per se. I just, as long as like the writing feels good, then that's fine. I don't like a lot of things that are like rom-coms because I feel like they rely on harmful and or outdated and or annoying tropes. But like well done romance, I actually kind of find heartwarming. No, just keep playing. Oh, let's go. Yeah. Look at Lucas. I'd rather
Lucas
not.
Look this happy. I wonder who he's talking to.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Ooh, I probably have to switch worlds. If you don't know anything about Life is Strange, in the first game, you are a girl named Max, and you are investigating a missing student, and you realize that you have the power to rewind time, and alter events that are going on, and or use it to gain information and then sort of bootstrap it to yourself. Thank you, indeed. And in this game, it is a direct sequel. There have been a couple other Life is Strange games that aren't related to these characters, but this is a direct sequel in which several years have passed and you no longer have the ability to rewind time. However, we have an ability to jump between dimensions, and in one dimension, our friend has died, and in one, she has not. And so we're sort of trying to solve the mystery.
I was closing the turtle. I went to restock the bathroom, and I saw that someone had taken a dookie in the sink. And they left some dookie-smeared toilet paper on the ground.
Oh my god. It has cracked my entire back.
Dookie. And who would go over to the toilet, get toilet paper, and then go shit in the sink? This was premeditated.
This was premeditated.
Fire in my passion for justice. And I became dead set on finding the perpetrator.
Okay, Amanda. Okay. What did I just return to? The reporter chick talking about someone vandalizing a bathroom with, you know, scat.
Max.
Yeah, that was very subtle. Bro?
Sorry.
You good?
Busy. Need something?
Actually,
Catherine. I've been waiting for an hour. No, just put Robbie on.
Are we gonna go listen to this conversation from another dimension?
Sure. I'm only the boy's father. Who fucking cares, right?
Yeah, this guy seems like a douchebag immediately.
Whoa. Adds a whole new meaning to nuclear family.
Nuclear, like an atom bomb.
If Lucas has it out for Safi, there might be something incriminating in that case.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes. I listen. Okay. I'm just gonna say.
Is that an email? Dated December 5th.
So true.
That's when Safi's car
This
was
is that
vandalized.
douchebag that's like
I need
always
to get in that briefcase.
always Bluetoothed up. Speak to Lucas in the fab.
Instant lock opening.
Anyway,
powers.
Endeavor, thank you so much for trusting me with your community. If you need to raid and run, totally understand. Streaming is definitely a quite an effort, especially when you put on a stream as interactive as your own. So otherwise, if you want to hang out and vibe, this game does tend to have great music, although we're not really hearing any right now. But it does tend to have some nice sort of indie emo type music that is a real vibe.
Robbie, I got a split.
Also, where did that dude go? He just was gone.
I love you too, buddy.
We're just gonna steal this?
This
Let's go.
Lucas seems to be on
Vibing in the background?
great terms with his
Hell yeah.
family.
Hey. Bye.
Lucas.
Max. It's been a hard day. How are you feeling?
I feel like we're gonna have a situation where we forget that we've done something in one timeline, but not in the other. Like where we've kissed Amanda in one timeline and not in the other, or something like that.
When my dad passed, well, grief is an easy country to get lost in.
No matter how many times you visit.
Okay. See, I already kind of forgot that we were in the other timeline, so I was like, man, he's really a douchebag. Yeah, it's a little bit.
Signed copies for the Burlington Book Expo. They invited me to deliver the keynote this year. Have you seen the standee they put up of me?
I have. Yeah,
It's
I
hard to
have
miss.
actually.
Yeah. That'd have put butts in the seats, huh?
Here's
Wait, is
hoping.
is Amanda the girl in the bar?
The standards for the expo really declined over the years.
Making sure that I picked the right one,
We've had
that
a
I'm
lot
talking
of
about the right
meetings.
person.
This dude can talk.
It's a shame.
How am I
But
gonna
even
get that
after
key?
years and years and years, people
Yes, I did.
still love the characters.
Oh crap!
Dude, she cute.
I forgot.
We were hitting on each other. I wasn't gonna pretend like we didn't know we were hitting on each other.
Give
That's
something
crazy.
to Moses,
That's cringe as fuck.
Before his class. Good luck with the.
I know Riz when I see it. I gave her that great pickup line about the s'mores. Things are heating up between us and I want some more. Yeah, listen, I know how to Riz. Maybe a surprise that anybody who's a VTuber or a streamer in general says that they have Riz, but listen, I think I actually have pretty good Riz if I'm trying. See? Look at that. It's like fate. Destiny. Umeda. I can't do that with my model, of course, but I'm not gonna lie. I think that like a little bit of a like side lip bite with like a little bit of a cheeky little like side smirk is
Lucas is
super
usually
hot.
in the cafe at this time.
Super hot. Yeah. Okay. I got that. Stack of books. Yeah.
It's an excellent cover, isn't it?
Guess that explains why his signature was on the thing.
What's up with the skull?
What's the deal with the skull?
Interesting that it actually started a dialogue when I just did
Haven't read it, I
investigate.
see. The symbolism is clever, but not lofty.
Right.
Okay.
They've
Okay,
got the
bro.
original skull up in the Snapping Turtle, you know. Had my book launch party there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah? Don't worry, nobody
You
read
can
it.
have that copy if you want. It's already signed.
I feel like we're gonna find out that this guy is
If
actually
Lucas
not
really
very
is
successful.
somehow
He's just
involved,
trying and hustling hard,
this might
and it's
come
coming
in
off as
handy.
really ingenuine because he's like hustling. Okay.
If I were Lucas, what would grab my attention?
I mean, he does seem like a douchebag. There's no question about that.
I bet Lucas would really hate if something happened to this. Now,
Yeah,
what can
you
I
keep saying
use to
that.
do some permanent damage?
We can get some hot chocolate and spill it on it. No? Oh, a marker? Rude.
Dare I channel my inner Chloe?
Rude. No, that's fine. Feel free to hate on him. I love it. I love a little bit of haterade, you know? Ma'am, this is so not smooth. We're gonna do it.
Now, how exactly do I want to get under Lucas's skin?
Let's just do a little.
K.O. Your winner and still heavyweight champion of the world, Max Caulfield.
Yeah, I feel like. See, it's just a patch, you know.
Do a thing like this. Someone should tell Lucas right away.
Okay, okay, Max, you're a little petty.
She returns. I take it you've delivered your something to Moses?
My something? Right, my something.
Right.
Yep, something delivered. So, not to be the bearer of bad news, but
Someone vandalized that in the
busted up
last
your
30
face on the
seconds since
book
I talked to
expo
you.
standee.
Are you serious? I just put that... Come on.
Some
Yoink.
people just have no respect for other people's property.
Wow. Wow, Max. Like, I feel a little bad about that. Wait, it's already open. I mean, that's gotta be just like a bug that it's showing is open. Yeah, okay. Little visual bug. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Ah.
All right, Lucas.
Boy.
Let's see if you're the one who smashed Sophie's windshield.
Boy, I started Dawn to Dawn this weekend. Wow, that show needed a trigger warning for that first episode. Not gonna lie, I almost noped out of it like
Did
real
Lucas
hard.
go to a gun range?
I've been having fun with it since then, but like,
Does Lucas have a gun?
it's kind of fucked up.
Did Lucas go to a gun range?
Single shooter ammo. Yep.
Does
Okay.
Lucas have a that damn cow skull again? Who threw this fucking thing? $67?
It like as a premise, it's fun. Animation wise, also fun. Characters, also fun. Wow.
Lucas was with his agent last night.
Yeah, that is a hell of an entry fee.
He couldn't have vandalized Sophie's car.
Jesus Christ.
Who did? No
Okay.
point in looking through Lucas's stuff now. So this is how the literati spend their free time.
Jessica having her ex-best friend's fiance's baby? Yas, glitterati.
Yeah, not you, Lucas. Seriously.
I mean, I'm
Lucas
still gonna
was in AA?
snoop.
Good for him. So this is how the literati
Okay.
spend their free time.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Guess this Lucas didn't get a chance to put this up yet. Lucas was with his agent last night.
Okay, there wasn't a second
no point in
one.
looking through Lucas's
Great.
stuff now. Satisfying though it is.
Am I gonna find something now anyway, even though I just said that I don't need to look at it? Okay, sure. Nothing like snooping on a cold day. Exactly. Right in front of a dude? Application for temporary restraining order. Protected person. Ooh, he's the protected one. Protected person's children. Okay. Restrained person, Sophia. Purposefully did one or more of the following to the protected person and or the protected person's children. Followed, monitored, or surveilled, threatened, or made threats. Ooh, that is spicy. Okay. That is interesting.
Is Lucas really trying to file a restraining order
Maybe
against
Sophie fell in love with Lucas's girlfriend or like
Does she
wife.
know about this? I'd better
Mhm.
show her.
Like fell in love with his
Max,
wife and then started harassing
what are
this
you-
dude. Yeah, what are you doing, Max? This isn't.
You can't tell her.
What?
You can't send Sophie that photo. Let me explain.
Yeah, let's hear it out. Let's hear about it.
Please.
That would explain why Gwen was like reporting
Catherine.
it. If there's some.
My ex-wife, she called last night, mad as hell, because Robbie, our son, was repeating back to her things I supposedly told him. But I never. I mean, I could never. The shit Robbie says I told him, it makes me sick to think about.
Okay.
Any chance your ex was exaggerating? Trying to twist the knife?
Catherine's a lot. But she loves that kid as much as I do. She wouldn't use him like that.
Okay.
He told her.
I'm definitely intrigued.
I said he was the reason for the divorce. And somehow that was the least fucked up thing I'm purported to have said.
This still doesn't explain the restraining order.
I wasn't even there that night, Max. But someone said those things to my son.
And you think it was Sophie?
Listen. Sophie once threatened to turn Robbie against me. I know she's capable of it.
But Robbie said it was you, or why would Robbie listen to her? I'm gonna say Robbie said it was you.
Robbie didn't say it was Safi. He said it was you.
I can't explain that part yet. Maybe he didn't say that exactly. I don't know. Catherine won't let me talk to him.
And none of this has anything to do with what happened to Safi's car?
Something happened to her car?
Never mind. Forget it.
Look. I know she's your friend. I know you have no reason to believe me over her, but just give me a chance to get this shit in order first, without her interfering. I just want to make sure my boy never has to hear anything like that again.
Here's the thing. The court's not going to grant a restraining order without any evidence. So if there's no evidence, there's nothing to worry about. You know what I mean? Like...
Oh, what if it's not?
And if she gets a restraining order against her, that's not...
Okay, I deleted it. This is between you and her. None of my beeswax.
You feel bad that he has a dad like that? I mean...
If I can't find any evidence to back
maybe.
this up...
It's also possible that he got drunk. Which is also possible that, like, Safi spiked his drink or something, which would be super fucked up. I'm committing to the theory that Safi is in love with his ex
I think I've wrung all
and wanted him out of the picture and did sabotage him in some fucked up way. And Gwen found out about it. And so Gwen reported it in this timeline, but obviously didn't because Safi died in the other timeline. That is my guess right now. It's possible it's just him. It is possible. But I am willing, from a narrative perspective, to entertain a world in which, like, Safi isn't the pure-hearted, innocent person that we love. Here from the past, huh? Oh, because that's like what it actually is supposed to do. It's not
first to get it to work.
Okay.
I wonder what it does.
Wonder what it does. Display sign.
Damn.
What did you say?
I didn't know a phone booth could feel like a personal attack.
Step into the booth marked past, pick up the phone, and leave a message for someone to receive in the future booth, or choose future and hear a message from someone, maybe even you, recorded in the past. They are randomized, so there's no telling how long. Okay. Okay, talk to the future.
Okay, what do I want to say to the future?
Let the past go, or you can't control everything. Ooh. I mean, both of those are reasonable. I think the point that, like, you have to let it go is the more present message.
There's so much more to your life than just the past. It's hard, but try to move on.
Yeah. Like, don't go repeating the same mistakes you've been making right now. Needs to hear circle, but she won't. The circle as in the don't try and control everything. I mean, I kind of feel like they're two shades of the same message. In that sense, but
what he's doing is wrong. It always felt like it was, but now I know it's true. I was starting to think my writing just wasn't good enough. How fucked is that? But she stood up for me. Nobody else has ever done that. Ever. So you know what? Fuck that guy. I won't stop writing because he's uncomfortable. That's my message to the future.
Interesting.
Wow. Whatever he was talking about, I hope it worked out.
Like, I think that Max needs to learn that she can't or shouldn't control everything. But I also think that it's ultimately rooted in not letting go. You know, I think she needs to let go of the things that have happened and not try to control them. So, like, ultimately it is the same message, but it's like the core is that she needs to move on / accept things, not, you know, yeah. not just be like helpless about it per se. Okay, interesting situation. Let's go check and see if that booth is still here. Okay. Womp. It is a nice effect though. The transition is pretty good. Okay, this whole phone booth thing is not set up here. I think it's kind of fucked up that I'm not going to return his key. Like, we just stole his key. Oh, rude. Rude. Oh, bitch, you're posting it? That's so rude. I say that as though I'm not the one that just posted it. Oh, that's a little cruel. Okay. Wump. Like I said, I'm a little surprised at the more sparse music in this game. Because I feel like maybe it's just I'm sort of conflating the events of the first game, but I feel like there was a lot more music in the first game. North Quad. Okay. Hey, what's up, bro? No? All right. Sure. Just standing there? Sure.
Hi, Mama. Can you hear me okay?
How'd you feel that life was really strange? You don't say.
I really hope that's just coffee.
Not as much to do. True. Oh, okay. I was thinking that was meaning like that book was there in one but not the other, because we did help Gwen steal one of those books. Remove the bust? Why would I remove this bust? And why can I only do it on the one side? Oh, am I removing the vandalism?
And not even rude.
Okay. I'm sure that we're going to find out something about the club vandalizing the statues or something.
I wonder if Safi's book will make it in here once it's published.
I love how I've just like found this plot thread for no reason.
Back to normal.
Back to normal. Foam bullet, huh?
The undergrads are restless.
But is it there in both timelines? It is not. Which makes sense. Okay, it is ad time once more. Which means that we are not going to do anything of significance during the ad. However, can I tell you? Unsurprisingly, I am super fucking hyped for this weekend because on Friday, Wind and Truth comes out. Wind and Truth being book 5 of Stormlight Archives, a 1,400-page book that I am probably going to finish by next Monday. Maybe not. I don't know. But, yeah. Yeah. Very excited, very, very ready for all of the craziness in that book. I honestly can't even talk to Chad about it. Yeah. I do love that author. It's true. I saw a TikTok of somebody saying like, oh, I finally started reading Brandon Sanderson and this book might be the best book I've ever read. And they were reading what I would say most people that read Brandon Sanderson say is his worst book. Which was like, oh, you are in for a hell of a ride if you think this is the best book you've ever read, when it's like widely held to be the weakest of his novels. And not in the way that I think that they're going to love this one and hate the other ones. I just think that they're appreciating a really good fantasy author that has a unique world to tell and a unique story to tell, and like don't realize that that was his first book and is just weaker. But I mean, good on them. They're gonna have a hell of a time. Oh yeah, I was gonna say earlier, the part about Legend of Vox Machina, the animated show. One of the things that's really cool that they can do is there's a lot of things that they very masterfully wove together in the story of Campaign 1 as it was coming out that were coincidence or good roles or things like that. And so then they sort of can like find a way to fit them in almost as though it were written. But then in taking it to a written show, they can sort of do a little bit more direct foreshadowing because they do know what's going to happen. Which is kind of a fun like sort of reversal around what actually made the original campaign so interesting. But yeah. Of course they also do things that are very they include some moments that were from the tabletop game that don't make that much. Oh my god, a fidget spinner! Look at that thing.
Folks on the other side could use that.
But wait, hold on. Okay, it was just tainted blue by the thing. But yeah, there's a few things that they like put in that were sort of jokes from the tabletop of the reverse of like things doing terribly on rolls that shouldn't have, and.
That's the fourth bottle I've seen our fearless leader open this afternoon.
Ooh.
Is he trying to act all grief-stricken because his boss's kid died?
He and Safi were in the same year in undergrad. Maybe they knew each other.
So, everyone knows Vin.
Interesting. Getting distracted by the fidget spinner, that's so real. Yeah, I was behind the times on fidget spinners. I never, you know, I'm older than dirt, so it wasn't really something that I was exposed to directly until like eventually somebody just got me one as sort of a joke. They are pretty fun. I do understand the appeal. Kim, why are you staring at the wall? That's kind of weird. Interesting. Ooh. It would be interesting if I could, like, interact through the realms that way. No? You're not gonna let me do a little hacky?
Fancy. Looks
Yeah,
like
talking to a wall.
Paladon
I know, right?
spared no expense.
Magazine, coffee maker. I mean, do I want to check? Do I want to? I think I do. I think I want to talk to him / see what's going on there. The only time it isn't weird is in the shower. No other time. Yeah. Snapshot?
Pick a card. Any card.
Girl.
Or whatever.
Girl, this is a little weird even for you. Can I ask for a tarot card reading?
Fucking shit. Oh.
Fucking shit.
Oh.
Okay, that's kind of real though.
It's just you.
What can I do you for?
What can I do you for? Are you drunk? Oh, Max, it's just you. This one interests me more.
It's just me.
Yeah, Vin is a douchebag.
There are a few people for.
He like thinks that he's charming and has riz, but he doesn't.
Getting workday slosh in front of.
You, Miss Caulfield, are not one of them.
Thanks. I'm flattered.
Join me?
I could use it.
How
Let's
many
be
of those do
honest.
you have?
Ooh, just don't check the recycling.
I did actually notice a bunch of stuff in the
Sophie?
recycling when I was snooping behind his desk.
Sophie. Everything is about
I
Sophie
feel like if you're deep in
nowadays.
thought and staring at the
This
wall, you're not actually staring at the
isn't
wall.
about Sophie.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's like that
This
blank stare where you are staring forward and then all of a sudden
Right.
you realize you're looking at something, but you're not actually.
Illicit date
This is a little
drinking
different.
with your coworkers is sexy. Be sexy, Max.
Your intrusive thoughts. Hello there. How are you? What are those weird thoughts that I see here? Ooh, I don't know. I mean, I feel like they're your brethren. I think that you can speak to them better than I can. I mean, I'm not saying that all intrusive thoughts look the same, but maybe I am. What big eyes I have there? Ooh. Thank you. Welcome. I hope you're having a lovely evening. I feel like my intrusive thoughts are like, I don't know. I don't suffer from really bad intrusive thoughts. Be sexy or don't be sexy. Wait, okay, listen. I tuned out. I got distracted by my intrusive thoughts, and now I've got this be sexy or don't be sexy. I feel like don't. You know, if I even said F you, Vin, this guy even turns that into a flirt. Listen.
I think I'll pass on the sexiness.
There's a time and a place for sexiness. Listen. Talking about your dead friend, you don't. No. The magician.
What do they mean?
Ooh.
It's called a 3-card pull. This one represents my past, the magician. It means I'm exceptionally talented.
Does my brain still have place with those big eyes? I don't know. I am a VTuber, so I feel like a lot of my brain is already just out the window. You know? Don't ask me. The fact that I have an entire toggle for this maybe should tell you everything that you need to know. Card of resourcefulness, creativity, and power. The manifestation of dreams.
The 9 of Wands. Upside down like that, it means I'm exhausted, feeling vulnerable, and, well, guilty as charged.
Fair enough. Yeah, also the Baka sticker, thank you.
The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, aka the fuck around and find out card.
The fuck around and find out card? Boy, I'm seeing that tag a lot on TikTok. Thank you for joining the database. Your intrusive thought. Listen, every database can use a few intrusive thoughts. You know what I mean? Some of the best advice I got as a VTuber was to let the intrusive thoughts win. So maybe this is a sign that I finally am. You know what I mean? We'll take that off. We'll go back. It's fine. Okay. I actually have a really cool looking tarot deck that I've kind of fallen out of love with the company that made it now, but the entire deck is inverted. So the idea is that a standard pull is what the reverse or inverted, I don't remember what they call it. And then like the inverted would be the standard meaning. Ooh, baka. Do you want to stare at the wall and see yourself for a few seconds? Take your PNG and invert it, paste it on a white background, and then you put a red clown nose on your face, stare at the red dot for 15 seconds, then look at the wall. What is happening? What is happening? Oh, Hex wasn't there. Oh, listen, that's probably because I was recording something, so don't worry about it. She's here now. When I'm recording various things, I take Hex off because she doesn't green screen very well. Also, spoiler, Hex is probably going to get a redesign too. Yeah. I have some thoughts. Trust me, I'm not being sus. Yeah, I feel like this is one of those things where like your color vision gets saturated, and like it looks weird. The woodworking company that shall not be named Tarot's deck. Yeah, that one. The art's really great though. You can stare at the characters on the wall or the floor or the ceiling. Yeah.
Foreboding.
Fear of the future. It's the spice of life, Max.
In my experience, we tend to cause the exact thing we're trying to avoid.
Where were you last
That's
week?
wise. Maybe you should stop fucking around with alternate dimensions. Yeah, where were you last week? Well,
My grief isn't affecting my brain.
Those look like they should be in a file folder somewhere.
now you'll call me Vamp Boy? Absolutely. You can absolutely do
They
that.
should be in a file folder somewhere. Aw, poor little guy.
Petition to change my not
What
safe for
happened to
work
you?
art tag, which doesn't exist, to OnlyFangs, because I'm totally here for it.
Jeez. Somebody robbed an
I don't know
airport
how many of you
lounge.
guys ever watched True Blood. It's pure trash, don't get me wrong. But
This is
sometimes I
nice and
enjoy
all, but
trashy
there's
drama.
an actual barista
But
just next
the
door.
number of ways that they included fangs as puns for things was extremely funny. You want to trash talk his deck so bad? OnlyFangs sounds like a cool name though. Yeah, I mean, I would do it. Or Fangsley. Those both work. Yeah, okay. Why did I look at this and see a Tenga? What the fuck is wrong with me? What is wrong with my brain? Dude's got a Tenga on main. Fuck me. All right. The brain rot is truly settled in. Oh, I thought you said deck, because we were talking about the tarot, you know? Talking about the tarot deck. So, like, you could have been, like, insulting the plainness of his cards. It's a valid criticism. Womp.
I was literally just in there comforting Yasmin.
Okay.
This Yasmin?
So it won't let me
doesn't
in. I wonder if she'll let me in if we're in Sad Land. Sad Universe. Are you just wanting to punk on his desk because it's full of crap? Because, I mean, let's be honest. Grief does things to people. His desk when he's not grieving isn't bad. It's pretty normal. You know? Ooh, he has his tarot cards over here when he's not grieving, though. Or, no, that is when he is grieving. Yeah, okay. Interesting. So he's got... No, it's when he's not grieving. Yeah, okay. Dude has tarot every day? Okay.
She just can't catch a break, huh? Not even at a
Cryptid
time like
enthusiast. Okay. Okay. We've talked to Vin a little. What do we got going on here? Also curious that this jacket is only here in one of the worlds. Yeah, I remember they called them fang bangers in True Blood. Okay, X is the North Quad. I mean, okay. Hold on. Is there...
Jeez. Somebody robbed an airport lounge.
Yeah, fair enough. Is there a... Let's see. Speak to Living World Vin. Oh, in the North Quad. Got it. Okay. Wump. I can't help but make a wump noise. Need to straighten out his desk so bad. All right, listen. I'm not going to let you see my work desk then, because it's a fucking mess. My streaming desk is actually very tidy, all things considered. I have made a very strong effort to keep it nice and clean mostly because there's so much stuff that I need to have on it that I need to make sure that it actually,
Hey,
like,
did I miss out by telling my sort of dead friend's mom's employee that I wouldn't act sexy with him?
no. No, you didn't, Max. You didn't miss out. He's a weirdo and a douchebag. There's nothing. No,
I should
you're
talk to Vin about the
fine.
cow skull.
Okay, but like, why am I not finding Vin? Okay, sometimes I need just a little bit more. Oh, he's right there. Great. Burn my desk too. I know, right?
And
It's fine. My work desk is
either.
going away. I'm actually in the process of
Bring it right back to
actually completely removing everything from it. So,
Go. Find it.
so part of the reason that my desk is messy is that I have the standard stuff that I need on it,
Undergrad.
and then
Am I right?
I have a bunch of notes that are for like important work things that are not common, but like I was writing them down in a panic, and so I kept them just in case. And then I had some stuff that was just for like messing around, and then I also had some hobby stuff that I put on there because I work from home. And so then like I didn't remove the hobby stuff because I was like, well, yeah, but like what if I use it again? And then I didn't use it again for a long time, so it was just kind of there. And then there's also decorations on top of it too. Best way to clean a desk is to burn everything that's on it and blow it out the ash. And yeah, I mean, that's valid. Can't live with them.
Can't live with them. Can't run a shadowy secret society without them.
Can't shove them back up the old baby maker, to quote Jinx.
No one should be without a lackey, Max.
And yet, I've made it this far somehow.
I mean, you kind of have a lackey. You kind of are a
You
lackey.
lose something?
A cow skull?
Mostly my patience.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah. Cute banter, barely restrained sexual tension, etc. I'm busy, Max. Another time.
Oh my god.
Wow.
This guy's so fucking full of himself. Holy shit.
What does Vin have them looking for? Let's say I find you're missing patience.
Then I wouldn't be busy anymore, would I?
Yeah? Okay. Right. Oh, Living World Diamond. Okay. I have no idea where Diamond actually is, so I'm basically just running this entire loop again. I know, right? Vin is not charming. I don't know if the writers think that he is, or if the writers are just writing somebody who thinks that he is. If it's the latter, then that's valid. If they think that he's charming, they are incorrect.
Mm-hmm. Moses. He asked me to help him carry snacks back to the lab, but I guess he forgot.
Isn't that kind of menial for a TA?
So my job is menial now?
I didn't.
I'm fucking with you. Nah, Moses probably just got distracted. Off polishing his new telescope.
Is that what we're calling it these days?
Remember him? I'd ask if that was a euphemism.
Well, Max is on the same page as me.
Those Abraxas kids are really staring, huh?
That one on the left is super into me. I danced with him once at a club last week.
I don't have thoughts either way. I don't see the appeal as kind of like harsh, but I also don't care.
Him?
I mean, I was just looking to dance. If I wanted more, he would not be my
Good luck
first
trying to
choice.
capture me. I live in the digital world. You'd have to hack me, baby.
They're on the clock for Vin now. Probably trying to catch me in unabraxas-like behavior.
Unabraxas-like?
Even qualifies as unabraxas-like.
Oh, you know, being cool, not cringe.
Sincerity, brokenness.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
the hint of brokenness. Oh, and challenging Vin's authority.
I think Vin's lost something. It's clearly rattled him.
Yeah, his wits.
I'll go ask the goon squad.
Good call.
Yeah. I do like her.
It's like an exfil. They have our man, and he knows too much.
Hey, shh.
Huh? Oh.
Hey, so Diamond told me she doesn't feel comfortable with you two staring at her. You tell me what Ven's
So I'm
looking
not
for,
going to stare at
and
you at all.
I won't tell him you're skeeving on a fellow Abraxas member. Good talk. There has to be some way I can hear what they're saying without them catching me. I should see what those Abraxas...
Yeah, okay. I understand the gist of what you want to do here. Whomp. You doubt your height's gonna take you anywhere? Yeah. Got a little short stack here.
Ven's lack...
Wait. Where?
I'm not sure. Why? Well, if it's a passcode, Diamond can probably find a way into it. Ah, shit. Good point.
Holy shit. Someone took Vin's phone? And they think it was Diamond. I can use this.
Kick us out of Abraxas. But when we find it, he'll have to move us up the ranks, right?
Interesting. I took that as they took it and they're trying to get into it, but then they're thinking about whether or not they think that like they should bring in Diamond. It's interesting that she has a very different read than I do, but you know. How rude. You know, being a short stack is like half compliment at least.
So, if you're wondering why those Abraxas kids are eyeballing you, it's because someone stole Vin's phone.
Seriously? They think it was me? The clownery! Of course they do.
What a queen. What a queen. She's like, I did, but... So did you? I kind of hope she did. I kind of hope she did.
So, was it you? Here I was thinking they didn't let artists in residence join Abraxas.
I'm not.
And yet you're over here digging through my business on Vin's orders?
No.
Take it, that's
RIP.
That's correct, Max. I'd steal Vin Lang's phone.
You're kind of an anomaly in Abraxas.
You don't
Yeah,
exactly
I like that.
strike me as the typical, Abraxan.
Abraxan.
In the Vin Lang mold? God, no. But the org itself has potential.
Really, though?
You could just get him away from it.
Does it? Does it have potential? What if you were in
Think about
charge?
Being, I don't know, Abraxas boss? Queen. High priest.
President. I would love to.
Parliamentarian. Well,
So, are you and Vin rivals?
enemies to lover?
Enemies?
No potential?
To hear him tell it? Both.
Wait, who has no potential?
And
She has no
Jerry
potential
thought?
or Vin has no potential?
Vin
Oh, the
is
Abraxas has no potential? Yeah, I agree.
one of those yappy little purse
Yeah.
dogs who swears
She's
to
right.
it.
I should go.
Okay.
Classic Commander Shepard exit.
Cool. Thanks, Diamond.
And hey, if you talk to Vin again, tell him the only thing I'm taking from him is his crown.
Okay. I mean, fair play. Yeah, Diamond is great. Vin is a chump. Curious. I'm very curious about where we go with the teacher guy that's kind of a douchebag, Lucas.
So, bad news, I'm not sure who took your phone. Good news, it wasn't Diamond.
Holy shit. You figured all that out with, like, 0 clues.
I just...
Also, I got your puzzle
figured
box from an alternate dimension.
And how? So, about my question.
You didn't actually fix it, though.
I'm free Tuesday after 7, and I'm partial to a Japanese single malt.
That's whiskey?
Yes, but damn, do I have so much to teach you. So your place or mine?
I don't flatter yourself. Okay, tempting butt is kind of the like more fun answer, but like I don't really want to flirt with him at all.
Sounds like a profoundly underwhelming evening.
Okay, see, that's a little ruder than I wanted. Okay, well, at least he took it well.
So, someone fucked up Sophie's car. They didn't take anything, but they used a cow skull to do it.
Jesus. Max, that's crazy. Is she okay?
She's fine. Who would do something like that, though?
You mean who in Abraxas would?
It's not exactly what I'm thinking. Oh, see, not exactly. I think that you know a lot of people and information.
I didn't say that.
No, but it's what you meant, isn't it? Anytime some nonsense happens on campus, people trip over themselves accusing Abraxas. Vandalism, destruction of property, that's beneath us, Max. We're performers.
Okay.
Certainly seemed performative.
And anonymous. What would even be the point?
We're performers, and we just deface art.
How do you even get a cow skull through a windshield?
Throw it. It's heavy, dipshit.
I didn't say anything about her windshield. Wild, right?
I'd love to keep chatting and
True.
but I've got a phone to find.
And if I need to reach you?
I'll end up in my
You'll
office eventually.
have to come find me because I don't have my phone. Maybe your phone's in Sophie's car. I'm gonna bet that the phone is Speak to Living World Vin in the admin building. Wait. Okay, it's fine. I think that that's gonna be really funny if we find his phone in her car. Like, we should just call his phone and see if we hear it. He's not charming. He's completely misreading the situation. Like,
Time to follow up with Vin about that windshield slip. Let's see if I can't make this canary sing.
oh, you found your phone? Yeah? Yeah, that whole fucking exercise? And you found it 10 seconds later, bro?
Hey, you found it. Kudos.
Max.
Sorry to startle, just that was good luck, finding it so fast.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm such an idiot. I just left it on my desk.
It's been that kind
think
of day.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something wrong with your phone?
Did something happen to your phone while it was lost?
Huh? Oh, no, it's fine. I just can't get it unlocked.
What? Okay. What if Diamond actually did like change the lock? This smells like bullshit. You don't remember your code?
Come on.
I like this smells like bullshit though.
I'm not an idiot. What's actually going on here?
Why does everybody always think I'm up to something?
Because you are.
What's really going on, Max? Is I'm having a dog shit day. I set the code to the
that's
year
fair.
some old fucking magician scientist died. Slipped my mind.
Magician scientist?
What?
Abraxas shit. I must have thought it was cool at the time. Can you just... I don't know. I'm not at my best right now.
No.
Sure.
Okay.
Vin is definitely hiding something. Getting into that cell phone is my best shot at finding out what. Good thing I know another Vin.
I was gonna say, are we gonna ask the other Vin about some bullshit scientist man? Vin, no reason, but like, it is kind of funny that we're pitting characters against themselves in alternate dimensions. A little fucked up too, but okay. All right, Vin. Let's talk about your phone for no reason in particular.
Hey, Vin? Can I ask for something kind of weird?
I don't do foot stuff.
Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
There goes my Friday night. Vin does owe me a favor.
Are you gonna ask that the favor is giving you the password to his phone? Fuck that.
I have a question. Do you know anything about a dead magician scientist?
Jack Parsons, occultist rocket scientist?
Oh, maybe.
What about him?
Nothing, really. I just...
They killed him, you know. Just like JFK.
Oh.
Oh.
What, year did that happen?
Hey. Any more questions? And
Yeah,
I'll
that's a
try.
little suspicious that you're asking him literally the exact details of his phone unlock.
Right. Of course.
That interaction wasn't quite
Jack
so bad.
Parsons. Surely this place has a book on him somewhere.
Surely.
Okay, Encyclopedia. Do you have a certain...
Roger Bacon. Alchemy and Magic. Roger Bacon. Rotate, read.
No Jack Parsons here.
Okay, so it's just not this book. Probably. Seemed like there wasn't any controls for it. Science is magic. Oh, we're on the right pace. The magic of gravity. Isaac Newton. Okay. Witchcraft for noobs. I feel like this isn't going to be the right one, but yeah. Anything with the word noobs in it is, you know, history of the occult. June 17th, 1952. So the question is are they going to make me remember this? 6/17/1952. 6/17/1952. I don't think it's here, so I probably have to go into the light world. Okay. Is he just gonna like... Oh, I can snoop.
I guess other Vin was looking for answers too. Huh. The cards are different here. Wow. Yasmin wiped out her whole schedule for this disciplinary hearing of Gwen's. Yikes. Aw, what a cute little guy.
It's true, it is pretty cute.
I hope this is the right code. Success. I'm sorry, Vin. I know this is a brutal misuse of powers, but I need to know if you had anything to do with this.
I know, right?
Food pics? Mirror
Dick
selfie?
pic.
Mirror selfie? Shirtless mirror selfie? Safi. There's a lot of Safi in here. I didn't get the impression they were close. Oh my god.
Hey, yo.
That is really close. Who even were you, Safi?
Wow, you don't even know your good friend? Sheesh, girl. Okay. Oh, okay, we're going straight to this memorial? Okay. All right, all right.
I really thought I could help. Poke around a little, figure out who has it out for Safi. Bada bing, bada boom. Case solved, right? Why else would my powers come back? Stupid. Now I have more impossible questions than I had to begin with. Lucas filing a restraining order? Vin and Safi sleeping together? Gwen killing Safi's book deal? I have no idea what any of it means. And the worst part is, I can't even talk to you about any of it.
I mean, you could talk to her about some of it, probably.
I won't be able to save you. Again. Whatever I do, it's going to turn out worse than I could even imagine.
That's right. Game over.
Get the fuck off me!
Play some emo music.
I can't breathe.
Hydrate? Imagine taking care of myself. Couldn't be me. Thank you.
Everyone stay back. Give him some space.
Hello?
He's having a panic attack or something.
I'm not fucking crazy. I know what I saw up there.
Everybody fuck off.
Hey, looky-loos, fuck off already.
Fuck off already. Getting some of that East Coast spice on there. Fuck off already. Was that iced water? I mean, it was iced water with gamer subs in it.
You okay, Reggie?
Okay. Fuck.
Hydration, if that makes it any better.
I just saw up there.
You know?
Reggie, up where?
The fucking overlook. Yes, I know. I shouldn't have been up there. I'm a fucking idiot.
Goof juice. Oh, dude, did you guys see that Gamer Subs is releasing a fucking Chug Jug flavor? I'm not mad.
It's okay. I'm not mad. I just want to know what you were doing up there.
I'm just disappointed.
Remember in your seminar how you said we should take photos of things that scare us?
Well, A+ for following directions, then. Now,
I saw
you wanna
Bigfoot.
Tell me what you saw.
I saw myself.
Oh, shit.
Walking around, working on the puzzle box, the one that I gave you earlier.
Wait, is our murderer interdimensional?
I wasn't gonna fucking talk to him. I fucking ran, Max.
Did you tell anyone what you saw?
Interdimensional murder mystery? Okay, that's fucked up. What if it was other dimension Max?
Can you take Reggie to the infirmary?
What if we did it? We're the culprit all along.
I'll see you later, yeah?
Just make sure he's all right.
Thanks, Max.
Good old
Time to go
Chug
back
Jug.
up there. I can handle this. He's not just gonna let me by, is he?
Good thing we can use some little timey-wimey teleport magic. I know how this game works. Womp.
Better start heading up to the Overlook. Hope there's a place to cross back over on the way.
I'm sure there will be. Don't worry about it.
Oh, be right back. Oh, shit. I have some good news. It's big, but I can't tell you what it is. Why am I not at home wrapped up in a blanket burrito right now? Alex, you have 24 hours before the world ends. What would you do?
So we're hearing past Safi, which is a little weird.
From here, I should be able to make it up to the Overlook.
Well, I mean, we've got to change. New message from Lucas. Wait, I want to see what Lucas has to say. Just don't be a stranger, okay? Who is this? That's crazy. Thanks for deleting the picture. I didn't do it for you. If anyone, I did it for your kid. That's fair enough. Hey, what's up, Gwen?
Hey, Gwen.
You're not mad at me in this universe, so. You want a random bum a cig? Decline the joint? Ooh, wait. Does Max want to get a little high? I think not. Not on this murder mystery.
For me, then.
Base.
Now might be a good time to bring up Safi's book.
In the middle of a murder mystery seems like not the best time to blaze it. You know?
Before I came out, I had this boss, free thinker.
Oh no.
Who adopted his worldview wholesale from shouty YouTubers.
Oh no.
And a raging transphobe to boot. They're brainwashing our kids, blah, blah, blah.
Turn the friggin' frogs gay!
Of course. I was afraid if I said something, said anything, he'd figure me out. But when I was alone, I could conjure the perfect soliloquy to shut him up.
I'm pretty sure that there's like a phrase in German
Small as he made me.
for thinking about like the perfect comeback in the shower. I've been there.
Isn't there like a special word for that? In French, right?
It's in German.
L'esprit de l'escalier.
Oh, maybe it's also in French.
The wit of the staircase. I take it you're acquainted.
Oh, yeah. That one's a Max Caulfield greatest hit.
Point is, I've always been able to think of something to say eventually. But what do you say about something like that?
Gwen, what is this?
Video proof. Allegedly. From Yasmin herself. Trafficking of a controlled substance on campus.
Hold on. There's no way Yasmin thinks you were selling drugs.
How could she not? That there is security footage of someone who looks like me, dealing to students.
Someone
Okay. Other universe you? But like, okay. So when we were snooping, it sounded like there was like a big problem. So like so maybe alternate universe her. I don't know why she'd be selling to students, but like got something. Yeah, you should fight this. We're not going to entertain the thought that she did it, even though we know that probably she did, just alternate universe her. Okay, I like it.
Bullshit. Can't you fight it?
Fight it? How? That wasn't me, it was my evil twin. No. Fuck it. They've already made up their mind.
You don't mean that.
Thanks for believing in me, Max, but I'm sick of fighting to prove I deserve to be here.
Are we going to take this back to the other one?
Son, Reggie seeing himself here in the other timeline? Is Gwen another victim?
Yeah, that's my question, Opt.
doppelganger
Is like, is there a second Max? Because I've actually been wondering that the whole time.
That footage.
I'm kind of thinking that the answer is yes.
Gwen, what are you doing?
Saying goodbye. And fuck you! To Caledon. To Yasmin.
But I thought you gave me that already.
And to feeling powerless. Gotta take catharsis where you can get it.
I mean, save the footage or stand with Gwen? Why do I care about the footage? It's on a US... Okay. This is one of those things where I feel like... I suppose... if I save the footage, I might be able to... like, use it with other Gwen, but fuck it. Catharsis. Can't change the past. Live with it, Max. Learn to live with it.
So, how does catharsis feel?
Honestly? Terrifying. But also...
Exactly. Can't control everything.
Feels pretty fucking great to set something on fire right now. Thanks, Max. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you hearing me.
Quinn, wait. I need to ask you something.
Ooh, do I want to ask her why she killed it obliquely, or do I want to ask it interesting? I feel like the only way I would know that she killed it is if I was snooping. I'm just gonna ask her if she heard about
Is
it.
it true they canceled Safi's book deal?
So... she told you?
Word travels. You were her mentor, right? Do you know why?
In my experience, some mysteries are better left that way.
Really? You're not gonna tell me the truth?
Now, let's see if I can find what Reggie saw. Or thinks he saw.
Okay. All right. But yeah, I feel like we're gonna find out that, like, we're responsible for this all somehow. Because there was a gunshot from apparently nowhere. I suppose it's possible that somebody else did it from another dimension, but...
Did something used to be here? I can't remember.
Like a corpse? What?
Fuck. Oh!
Okay, that's fucking weird. That's wild.
Oh, Miss Caulfield, you, out for a stroll too?
Thanks for helping with Reggie. What are you doing here? I'll say...
Something like that. By the way, I appreciated your help with Reggie.
Oh, that... It was the least I could do. Reggie's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Holy shit, what are those?
You can see those?
Yeah, of course I can see those. Are you high, ma'am?
Do you think this is what Reggie saw?
He saw himself. I'll tell the truth.
No. He said he saw himself. Another Reggie.
God. That would have messed me up too.
I feel like it's better to tell the truth here, because, like, if other people see themselves,
I was gonna come up here anyway after the suicide tip,
they'll
but
be willing to, like,
seeing Reggie like that,
talk about it themselves.
I don't know. Made it feel real.
Wait, suicide tip?
One of the B cops let it slip.
You run a successful podcast for a few years and you find ways to get people to open up. Speaking of opening up, I got a lead. I could cut you in.
What's the catch? I feel like what's the catch is a fair answer since she ambushed us earlier.
1 second I'm a source, and the next I'm a fellow investigator? Sounds like there's strings attached.
No, it's not like that. I feel like I kind of owe you after the whole Dr. Hunter thing. Maya Okada, one of Safi's classmates during undergrad. They were friends. Then, Maya died a couple years back. Suicide, apparently.
Pattern?
You think it's a pattern?
Maybe. Yeah.
Could just be an interdimensional serial killer.
2 promising young writers, both dead, both by their own hand, according to official sources.
But Safi didn't kill herself.
Like I said, a pattern. Maybe.
I mean, valid.
Explain something to me. Why is this so important to you? Safi was my friend.
Was Maya her friend?
Because I hate it when things don't make sense.
I mean, that's pretty wild. Okay, check your phone. It's really bothering me now. Actually, busy. I could really use your help. Okay. That was like 3 texts in 1 second from Moses. Okay. I feel like simultaneously I'm close to the end of the chapter, but I also am like kind of ready to be wrapping it up. So I don't know, Six, do you know if I'm like basically at the end of the chapter?
I got your text. Tried calling, but you didn't pick up.
It's cool, Max. Everything's cool.
Oh my god.
It's not cool, though.
It's not.
It is not.
It is not. Did she turn into... How bad is it? That's...
What's the damage?
TLDR version? Pretty sure I'm the #1 suspect.
What?
How the... That's bullshit.
Besides that being true for most of my life? Well, I did do something.
We were literally there with you.
I took Safi's camera. I know.
But why? But why is exactly what I'm asking.
Why?
But why?
Rational decision. I wasn't thinking. I just... When we found her that night...
But why?
I saw the camera. And I thought the last picture she took in her life was that selfie of the 3 of us. And Safi would never want to have that camera, that picture, in the hands of the fucking police.
Okay, that's a little bit extreme, but like,
So
I can
brought it
understand
back
the
to my
irrationality of the moment.
And then I realized, what the fuck am I doing? That's evidence in a murder case. So I just hid it in there. In my office.
Moses.
I screwed up.
Okay, I mean, listen, this isn't funny, but like, it's a little funny. It's a little funny. It's a little funny how like ridiculous this is.
unlock your office, Mr. Murphy. Then I'll just have a look around inside.
Shit, I've got to get Sophie's camera out of there. Somehow.
Unless you have a key card. Miss Caulfield.
Are you with the police? Don't you need a warrant to search my friend's office?
Max, please chill.
Vincent Alderman, Vermont State Police Detective. I'm the new lead investigator on your friend's case. In this instance, Dr. Fayad has granted permission to search any property belonging to Caledon.
You still need a warrant. Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure you still need a warrant. Universities don't own all the equipment in
Just drop it, Max.
Miss Caulfield, I do need you to leave the area for the time being.
No problem.
Will you be okay?
It's great. You'll just see me leaving, and then zip zap zoop, I'll be leaving with the camera, and you know that there's no way I could have possibly taken it.
Promise.
But also, I mean, listen. I don't know.
Okay. Now's my chance to get into Moses' office.
Styx, if you're still there, can you check / do you remember if I'm almost done? Ads are starting in a minute, but I have to really go to the bathroom. You got a bit more than an hour to finish this chapter. Okay. In that case, I'm just going to raid out because ads were just about to start and I'm ready to be done for the night. And so if it's a full hour, then we'll just start that next stream. Looking at people to raid real quick. Thank you all for joining me this evening. Had a good time. Had a lot of fun talking about the D&D, playing words on stream, all that jazz. Could be between 15 and 45. That's fine. We are going to raid the ever wonderful. Oh my God, there. Wait, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't. I hope they're not raiding me because. Oh, thank God. Okay. I was about to raid Velbetta, who was raiding out literally as I was doing it. So it's just making sure. Let's see. We'll raid out to Andy Pandy. They are playing Fortnite. The Forto Nito. You know, our schedule got all messed up. I am not going to be on OnlyFangs this Wednesday, so we'll be back at 5 p.m. as normal, probably just picking up from here. So thank you all for joining me, and we'll be back on Wednesday. Ta-ta!